Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, and we are very excited because today we are doing the Speakers and Leaders Club Motivational Speaking Contest. We're gonna spend in these 4 days an amazing event where you too will be touched, moved, and inspired by amazing speeches that our contestants are going to be delivering in these 4 days of competition. We have also an amazing and professional panel of judges that will be introduced to you shortly, that there will be the judges and they will be taking note how all the contestants perform in this amazing and unique motivational speaking contest. My name is Harry Sardinas. I'm the founder of Speakers and Leaders, Entrepreneurs and Leaders, Top Coach International, programs designed specifically to help you how to share your message powerfully so you can attract more business to you, but even better, you can share your message with the world. So now I have an amazing news to share with you because I'm not gonna be the host alone in this evening. We have the beautiful Lily in is going to be co-hosting this program with me in these 4 days. So I want all of you to give a big welcome to the stage to the amazing co-host for today's Lily Patrascu.
Good evening and welcome to Speakers Are Leaders Motivational Speaking Contest. Now, I have a question for you. How would you like to become a motivational speaker or a keynote speaker? Or perhaps, how would you like to become more charismatic as a speaker and a leader? Or maybe you would like to simply become more effective as a speaker. Now, regardless of why you are here, you are in the right place. And today we are going to have a lot of fun. My name is Lily Patrascu, and I am the founder of Speakers Are Leaders, Brand for Speakers, Top Coach International, and Entrepreneurs Are Leaders. And recently I have created an online university for people like you who want to create and sell their online course called Brand for Speakers University. Now, one amazing thing about tonight is that we have some amazing speakers who have been practicing very hard to impress you and to show you that they really are charismatic. They are charismatic speakers and leaders. So some rules about tonight. First, their speech is going to be 25 minutes each maximum. If they go over that time frame, they are disqualified. Secondly, please comment, like, and share. Be kind and give them as much love and caring as you possibly can, because the fear of being judged, it is one of the strongest fears in the world. Some people prefer to die rather than speak in public. So they are being very courageous, very bold. So I want you to give them as many likes and hearts as you possibly can, and as many relevant comments as possible, because that will help them, will encourage them to speak and to motivate and inspire you. And this is what it's all about. Perhaps you are one of those people who is currently going through some sort of challenge, or you're simply here because you want to have a fun night. You're about to have both. You'll be inspired, motivated, and you'll discover some of the latest information that these speakers have, some of them with over 20, 30 years of experience in their field, and of course, varying experience. Now, something really amazing that's going to happen right now is that we are going to play a game. It's called the Wheel of Names. Now, how this works is we are going to turn a wheel that is going to have the names of the speakers, and that wheel is going to select the very first lucky speaker and courageous. So if you can please show me the wheel of names, Brox, and as soon as it appears on screen, then we are going to start playing it. So let's start playing the Wheel of Names. And you can see we have 4 amazing speakers. We have Gerrard, Beata, Nidaa, and Christian. international speakers. So now let's play the wheel of names. The very first speaker is going to be Nidaa. She's the very first lucky speaker. Now let's play the wheel of names a second time and select the second speaker for the night. The second speaker of the night is Will Gerrard, motivational speaker. And now let's play the wheel of games a third time and see who's going to be the third speaker. The third speaker of the night is going to be the amazing Christian. And the last but not the least is Beata, who is an amazing confidence coach. So I look forward to hearing for these extraordinary speakers. Now, before that, Harry Sardinas is going to introduce the incredible judges. And welcome to the stage, the amazing, the unbelievable Harry Sardinas.
Hi, hello. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. And I just want to double check with the technical team one thing. So, Brox, are you broadcasting from the Speakers and Leaders page? Hey, Brox, are you broadcasting from the Speakers and Leaders page?
Accidentally, the group, Harry, then shared to the Speakers and Leaders.
Oh, because if you broadcast from the group, we cannot share it anyway. You need to share it from the page, and from that page, then you share it to the group and you share it to everywhere. So we need to start again, yeah? Do you understand, Brox?
Okay, Harry.
Okay, so stop the recording, delete this recording from the group, and remember, Brox, you need to start always from the Speakers and Leaders page, and from the page, you share it to the group, and you share it everywhere, okay? Guys, we need to start again because it was a technical problem, okay? So you got the idea? So, Brox, please connect with the Speakers and Leaders Facebook page, yes? Do you know which one it is, bros? The 10K, when we have 14,000 followers, okay? Okay, very good. Thank you, Matthew. Matthew just realized that we have this issue. That's why, like I said, we have a genius looking after our back, yes? So Matthew, first we're gonna start, and then when we are live, we're gonna text and WhatsApp everyone, okay? Brox is fine. Just let me know when, are you connecting now? Good evening, wherever you are, and welcome one more time to this amazing motivational speaking contest that we're gonna have these 4 days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday from 7 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. UK time. And the good news is that wherever you are in the world, you are invited not only to participate, but to vote for our best speakers. We have the honor to have a big and very prestigious panel of judges that will be sharing with us their opinion, what they have from the contestants that we have today. Some of them very experienced speakers with more than 20 years on the field. My name is Harry Sardinas. I'm the founder of Speakers Are Leaders, Top Coach International, and Entrepreneurs Are Leaders, programs designed for help you how you too can share your message, become a charismatic speaker, and overall a great leader. Because when you wake up this leader inside you, you can make this world a better place. But the good news about this today is that I'm not gonna be hosting the whole event today because we have the amazing, good-looking Lily, my partner, that is gonna be co-hosting this event with me. So I want all of you to welcome to the stage Lily Patrascu.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Speakers Are Leaders Motivational Speaking Contest. My name is Lily Patrascu, and I'm the founder of Speakers Are Leaders, Brand for Speakers, Top Coach International, Entrepreneurs Are Leaders, and programs designed to help entrepreneurs, coaches, and consultants just like you to elevate their personal brand and attract more business by writing a book and getting booked to speak on stages around the world. Now, regardless of whether you are here because you want to become a more charismatic and speaker and leader, or perhaps you want to become a more effective speaker, or you would like to become a keynote, a motivational speaker that is being booked to speak around the world, you are in the right place. Speakers Are Leaders creates experiential events for people just like you, so you too can do exactly that. To go from literally being afraid and terrified of speaking to then speaking internationally. In fact, that is actually my story. Just 3 years ago, I was terrified of public speaking. So terrified that many times I would be almost close to throwing up because of fear. And now I get to speak internationally. And just 2 years ago, I have spoken in front of more than 10,000 people around the world in Dubai and Singapore and Mexico and Peru and the UK. And this is what's possible for you too. Now, a lot of the speakers of today are on their way to getting booked to the stage, to speak on stages around the world. Some of them have a lot of experience, some of them as much as 20 years of experience. Others have just started their journey and they have started to speak in different stages around the world, in Germany and India and Dubai, and invited to speak in the Philippines and many other places. And this is what's possible for you too. But today is about an amazing motivational speaking contest. And we have 4 fantastic speakers from around the world who are going to wow you with their amazing speech. And we are going to have a lot of fun. How? Because we are going to play first the Wheel of Names. Before that, I want to tell you some of the rules. First, the speakers are going to speak up to 25 minutes. Any more, and they get disqualified. Also, please share, comment, and like, because you know, the fear of public speaking is one of the biggest fears in the world. And the fact that they dared to come out and share their knowledge, their expertise, their passion, their skills with you shows courage. And courage needs to be rewarded with your likes, with your kindness, with your beautiful comments, and hopefully shares as well. So without further ado, I want to introduce the Wheel of Names, where we are going to turn it around and then find the very first amazing speaker. So let's play the Wheel of Names and let's turn it and see who is the first speaker. The very first speaker is Nidaa. She's an amazing speaker. You'll get to see her very, very shortly. And now let's see the second speaker of the night. The second speaker of the night is Christian. And now let's play the Wheel of Names again. The third speaker of the night is Will. And the last speaker of the night is Beata. And now let's give them a big round of applause. And before that, let's introduce Harry, who's going to present the judges. So welcome to the stage, the amazing, the unbelievable, the incredible Harry Sardinas.
Hi, hello, and just before we introduce the judges today, we are gonna play a fantastic video promo that we have created for the sponsor of this amazing event. The sponsor of this amazing event is the Speakers and Leaders Club. So we want to introduce you first, our members, and so Brox, if we can play the video where we can introduce our members for the Speakers and Leaders Club. Judges, just get prepared because soon I'm going to be sharing with every single one of you. So Brox, can you play the video from the beginning, from the Motivational Speaker Contest, all members? Spotlight yourself, go. And welcome to Speakers and Leaders Club. My name is Harry Sardinas. I'm the founder of Speakers and Leaders.
My name is Patrascu, and I'm the founder of Speakers and Leaders and Brand for Speakers.
My name is Vala Alino. I am a life coach, conscious parenting, and spiritual coach.
Hi everybody, my name is Beata Podgorska. I'm a mindset and confidence coach.
I'm Tom Thompson, author of the upcoming book, Tree Economy.
My name is Teuta Artili. I am an author. My first book, Born to Stand Out, and my second book, Family, Legacy of Love.
My name is Muhammad Jalma. I help people to build their dreams and to make them a better person.
My name is Nidaa Sabbagh. I am an author and I am a political economy advisor.
My name is Gerrard. I'm a life coach, therapist, and motivational speaker.
My name is Adobe. I'm a reinvention coach.
I'm Nick, and I'm the best-selling author of Secret Influence, Communicate and Persuade Power, and a professional copywriter.
My name is Lana, author of the book Get Stuff Done.
I'm Christian Moser. I'm the author of this book, One Life, One List.
Hello everyone, my name is Duque, transformational coach and motivational speaker.
I'm Patrascu. I'm an international motivational speaker, also the author of the book Discipline Pathway.
Hello everyone, I am Michelle Yao. I am a speaker. I am a life coach, helping people to find their life purpose.
My name is Christina and I am entrepreneur and parental coach.
My mission in life is empower millions of people around the world to have a voice, because I really believe that your voice can transform the world.
I joined Speakers and Leaders Club, and I since have enhanced my speaking skills. I was able to gain a lot of confidence with speaking engagements. I'm now speaking internationally.
I've got to use public speaking and online public speaking to get my message across, to connect with people, to tell stories that bring people in and engage them, and to be a more powerful speaker.
What I've learned here is giving me confidence, and I'm even I learned how to go on Zoom for Facebook Live today.
Since I joined Harry and Lily, I've gained unimaginable confidence. I'm gone from a shy guy to now being the president of one of the biggest London Toastmaster clubs. I organise my events, and I founded one of the largest growing copywriting communities on Facebook.
Working with Harry and Lily and being a part of Speakers and Leaders Club is just amazing. We share, we care, and we help each other to grow and how to get success.
I learned the structure of the speeches, how to engage the people, how to package your message, how to sell from one to many, but also by online.
reason why I joined Speakers and Leaders. I was looking for somewhere that would get me, would understand my vision and run with me. And I got that when I joined Speakers and Leaders. Harry Sardinas, Lily Patrascu, thank you 1,000 times over for helping me realize my dream and my passion within my book.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here. I'm so happy to see all those inspiring people.
We will do different for the whole world and build a new future for our new generation.
Join Speakers and Leaders Club so you can discover how to become a more charismatic speaker and leader, how to overcome the fear of speaking, how to speak more confidently, how to get paid and booked to speak on the stage, how to build your coaching and speaking business. Register at speakersandleaders.com and I'll see you there.
And thank you so much. And this is the introduction for our members of the Speakers and Leaders Club, the promoter of this fantastic competition that we are displaying today. Now, the moment that all of you are expecting, which is the moment where we're gonna introduce all the judges that are participating in the competition today. So we're gonna show you the banner of the first judge. Her name is Jenny, and Jenny, she's a motivational speaker and property entrepreneur with a background in working with properties and help them to achieve financial security using property as investment vehicle. She's also graduate of the Speakers and Leaders, and she's very excited to be here today. Our next judge for the competition is going to be Chris, and Chris is joining us from Mexico. So Chris Miranda is a business coach and help people to improve the skills and the communication, sales, and negotiation. Also, he's a business advisor in sales and processes and recruitment for 10 years. Furthermore, is the chief learning officer of one of the most important universities in Mexico. So welcome to the stage, Chris. Thank you very much, Chris. A pleasure from you connecting from Mexico. Now, the person that I'm about to introduce you is one person which is very, very close to this club. It comes to every single event from Speakers and Leaders, Entrepreneurs and Leaders. She has spoken several times on our stages. Her name is Nikki. She's a property investor, property multimillionaire, but also international speaker. And she does a lot of community work as well. And she's one of the authors of Lily's program with her amazing book, Property Investment Strategies. So welcome to the stage, Nikki. Thank you very much, Nikki. Amazing. We're very happy to have you back. Thank you so much. Now, our next judge, we have a treat because our next judge is in the Caribbean at the moment. Her name, we call it Orlando. And Orlando is a motivational leadership and international speaking coach, therapist in health coach, and is second dan in Aikido. Also, he's a coach in leadership. He's connecting from the Caribbean, and he's gonna spend he's very happy to be here. As you can see, it's morning there. So welcome so much. Here is very cold, Orlando. So welcome very much. And thank you to see you. Yeah, great coach. Yes. So now the next person in the panel of judges is going to be Juliet. So Juliet, she is one amazing Wonder Woman because she is a community educator, politician, broadcaster of the TV show Africa Wonder Woman, as well as international speaker and a great motivational speaker. She has also spoken at our events, participating in several events of speakers and leaders. And then our next judge is coming from, is here in UK. His name is Sebastian, and Sebastian is joining us here from UK, and he is a parenting coach, international speaker, and a great speaker. Also have participated and graduated from our program, Speakers and Leaders. So thank you so much for your contribution, Sebastian. Thank you so much for your help. Happy to see you here. Thank you. And
hello.
Judge is coming from Spain. From Spain, we have Monica, and Monica, she's a life coach, a motivational speaker, and she basically help people all over Spain and Ibero-America how to they can achieve more with their life by decluttering your life and take away from your life what is you don't need. So welcome, and it's a pleasure to have you here, Monica. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Harry. Thank you.
Welcome. And this is the panel of judges that we have today. And everybody get ready. Everybody get ready. Judges, take your pen and paper to take notes of who's going to be the four speakers. And I'm going to be welcome to the stage to Lily, that she's going to bring the right welcome to the stage to the first speaker for the night. So welcome to the stage, Lily.
Now, this is the most exciting part of the night because we have an amazing speaker. Her name is Nidaa Sabbagh, and she's an expert in the art of negotiation. For the last 30 years, she has negotiated thousands of deals where kidnapped victims have been able to be returned to their families and rehabilitated after war situations because of the help that Nidaa has provided. She has done a lot of mediations with governmental organizations in order to help these people that were hurt by conditions of war and victims and kidnappings. And overall, she has worked with non-governmental organizations as well to make an impact to ordinary people who didn't have access to basic stuff. And as a property investor, she has managed to negotiate many deals that are now, have enabled her to become a successful property investor and to negotiate so that she can keep more of the revenue that she creates with these deals. And she's a campaigner for peace, and she has received several awards as well for her amazing work. And she is the upcoming author of the book, The Art of Negotiations. And she has so much authority that it would be really hard for me to even try to compress it in these 2 minutes. And she's a really amazing person who wants to make a real difference to the world. So I would love for you to welcome to the stage the amazing, the incredible, the unbelievable Nidaa Sabbagh for her first for her speech. And let's give her a big round of applause.
You can get it if you really want. You can get it if you really want. You can get it if you really want, but you must try and.
Hello everyone. Greeting from the beautiful city of London. Thank you very much for attending this event. I am overwhelmed to be here with you today. I appreciate all of you have come from across the world to give your precious time to participate in this broadcast. Thank you. Today, I will share with you one of the most powerful skills that a human being can have, the art of negotiation. Before we begin, I want to thank the organizers, Lily and Harry, together with all the people behind the scene, for assembling this amazing event. My name is Nidaa Sabbagh. I am author of multiple books, a political economy advisor, negotiator, a number of international, commercial, and intergovernmental organizations with almost 30 years experience in this field. I'm also recognized by various national and international governments as a peacekeeping mediator, a negotiator to help mitigate conflicts and promote reconciliation and to maintain peace and security. I have had the privilege to participate in numerous of conferences and summits in many places and situations, including the European Parliament, the Commonwealth of Nations, the Arab League, and International Human Rights, the United Nations, where I am also advisor on matter related arm embargo and the freezing of assets and business restrictions and many among other in these matters. My expertise largely involved negotiating with warring parties, creating and planning peacekeeping roadmap, negotiating with local parties, convincing them to drop weaponry and negotiate peacefully rather than resorting to violence. I'm also a member and promoter of many NGOs and charities which have powerful reputation in human rights affairs, advocating to stop the war, to protect civilians, to empower women, to protect children, providing education and medication, campaigning against the use and creating of chemical weapons, and supporting green peace activists to protect our environment. In my role as a negotiator, I have also been authorized as a commercial advisor to a number of governmental ministries and organizations such GCC Chamber of Commerce. Alongside my role as a negotiator, I also work as a journalist. I wrote many articles and books, and I author many scription, all related to the peace process in the Middle East and North Africa. I have been privileged to receive a number of awards of recognition of my work in business and peace initiatives, including a honorary doctorate in humanity, which I am particularly proud of it. So, how did I get to this situation where the art of negotiation can make life differences and affect the prosperity of nations? Okay, all we have a different story. This story shape our future and our life and inspire us to take a different direction in our life. This creates who we are now. In my case, unusual circumstances whose choose my faith and my direction. I was born in a habitat of a beauty of nature, where safety, peace, love, and happiness had been passed through generations. This is where my early childhood, I chased my colorful butterfly and inhaling wildflower fragrances. The singing of bird were mixing with giggling and laughing of my brother and sisters, creating the beautiful symphony of that place. Hope and love were our destiny. Until one dreadful day, suddenly, we heard a very loud explosion accompanying with smoking. Something as well like an earthquake, falling by intensive smoking from bombshell obscured the light of sunlight, the light of the sun. The aroma of the gunpowder replaced the aroma of the wildflowers. Giggling and laughing become wailing and howling. Our sister body was left ravished and torn apart. Our place has become littered with silent scream and cry faded away. Terror had spread to the land. Paradise had turned into hell. My 4-year-old sister killed. Alongside her, a piece of me was also buried. That moment I'm talking about shaped my life and created my story. That moment forced me to this long journey. The bombshell was the only start. I realized that we were facing an unfortunate era. Everything was falling. War was all over our country. Family had been separated. We were forced to migrate 3 times in our own land. Our dreams and our futures distant. The sound of weapons was the only thing was left with us. Imagine, we were for the worst in our life. How to fight back, how to protect ourselves as a girls from rape, from killing, from torture in such young age of 13 years old. You know, my desire was to stop only the war, and my dream was to return back to our home. We started to become resilient, promote peace and humanity. From all the hell we experienced along the way, I learned a power which helped me to survive, to be all sorts of people. I discovered that negotiation is a very powerful skill. In time, negotiation laid the foundation to peace, reconciliation, and our society and develop and shift our country from the chaos. I'm here today to share with you the art of negotiation, which will help you to resolve complication, to let you lead a happy, fulfilled life. Through my experience and my knowledge, using this powerful technique, I have reached my goal in life. I change confrontation into conversations, which let me create peace and reconciliation. I know all of you may wondering What really focused me to choose this subject? Okay. I will tell you briefly. A long time ago, when I been teenager, I was volunteer for a special mission. I was with convoy to exchange hostages. Suddenly, an armed group stopped this convoy and started asking questions. And their conversation escalated to the aggressive confrontation, ending with fire exchange. A person died from each side, and hostages never returned to their home. I was shocked, terrified. We didn't know who was going to be killed next. That day was one of the most frightening day and distress in my life. But it gave me an unwavering resolve. I was filled with determination. Do you know why our mission failed? Anyone, if you know, just type it. Our mission failed because there was a lack of applying the art of negotiation, which served the most important role in these circumstances. I learned from this painful experience to turn confrontation to conversation, then to turn conversation to negotiation until reach the reconciliation. I realized that when you can negotiate, you can survive and thrive. When you negotiate, you can have peace and you can have more of what you want in life. I have created a lifestyle of freedom, which bring me the revenue I desire. Yes. I have saved 1,000 buying properties. I live my life on my terms, simply. You guessed how and why? Because I know how to negotiate. Negotiation is about creating win-win situations. There are no losers at all. Lately, I decided to pass on my experience, especially nowadays, where disagreement, unfortunately, is everywhere, all over the world. After 30 years of applying this art of negotiation, I can say there are a few basic principles to achieving negotiation. There are 80 principles which from my art of negotiation is built and which I am pleased to present to you today. First, let's take a moment to brief description about that 80 principle of the art of negotiation. First step is to truly understand the people you negotiate with. If you do, then you will be able to understand how they feel. Negotiation is about to closely follow these 80 steps. If you follow, what you can create in an imaginable future for yourself. You will live the life you truly want to live. You get more. You will have more. You are more. It is the key for getting anything that you want in life. Let me tell you the 8 subjects you have to focus and concentrate on. First, establish for the root cause. Second, study the case in details. Third, search and examine all the information. Fourth, analyzing weaknesses and strengths for both sides. Planning to establish fair term and condition always. Bring key figure to the tables, meet in relaxing environment. Always preparing to have a plan B ready. In summary, this system base of human nature. It is very important for every one of you, politician, advisor, entrepreneur, teachers, even husbands and wives. And the most beautiful things, everyone can learn this art, even without any educational background, by applying these principles in the right way, which a calm personality, patient, and powerful mindset, you will learn to negotiate effectively. Surprisingly, in a short time as well. You will learn to negotiate and to get the best deal in your life. You know, one secret I want to tell you, and I don't want to talk about it so much. The richest people in the world have one thing in common. They mastering the art of negotiation. I know it is a surprise for all of us. We are now at the beginning of a difficult and different era with the new opportunities, with all the diversities of people coming together as never before. Now, we need to unite for peace. Let us together learn more about the power of negotiation to reach and shape our goals and to be part of this change. And finally, this is why I am here with you today. I want to leave a message of unity, negotiation, cooperation, reconciliation, and forgiveness are the only way forward. Let us fulfill this significant message, striving for a better world and combat a human greed. It's the most important. And protect Mother Nature. Let us to be responsible and build our societies away from hunger, from pain, from inequality. Agree to focus for this ideal land or earth, and using the advanced technology and the power of negotiation to work for equal human rights throughout our global society. Always the way to reach our goal, remember, it is mastering the art of negotiation. Thank you very much for listening, and I'm very happy the first time to broadcast online. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nidaa. That was an outstanding speech. I absolutely loved it. And what's so magnificent about Nidaa is you had really amazing eye contact, and you turned what was initially a tragic story into really impressive story using a lot of descriptive language, and you had a really nice storytelling voice and beautiful professional appearance. I'm talking about your entire background and your look, fantastic. You had great voice variety, and I really loved how you varied your voice, and great use of pausing, and you absolutely look fantastic. And I like how you said we need to turn confrontation into conversation. That was really into negotiation. That was really fantastic, and you had a very inspiring conclusion. I absolutely loved it. And let's give a warm round of applause to Nidaa, and keep her speech in mind. Remember how amazing she was later on when it comes to the voting. So let's give a big round of applause for Nidaa, and then I'm going to give I'm going to introduce to the stage Harry. So let's give a big round of applause to Nidaa for now.
Oh my God, and this speech was amazing, Nidaa. Thank you so much. That was really powerful. So we are touched, moved, and inspired. And public speaking is about that. It's about sharing your message, wherever it is the message that you have, that you feel that you can share with the world, so we can turn this world in the better place. So Nidaa has been part of the Speakers and Leaders Club actually very little time. So we are impressed that only with 4 months of training, she has delivered such a powerful speech. Still, it was amazing. So we are so proud of you, Nidaa. I think that the motivational speech, it was amazing. We are touched, moved, and inspired. So well done for the good work. And I think that you deserve one more clap. So I'm gonna give it to you. So one more clap for the bravery. You know, like is something that you have to get. You know, after when this pandemic started, the coronavirus, most of us didn't know how to use the computer, how to use Zoom, how to share our message. So the situation have changed. It has been extremely challenging, as well as for the speakers and for us, the trainers, to create an environment where our speakers can continue sharing the message with the world in a way powerfully, so we can make a big difference. So thank you so much for Nidaa to take the bravery to, to put your virtual background behind, to put your camera, your sound, everything that is so complicated, and you managed to deliver an amazing speech. So thank you so much. We're very proud of every single of our members that in these 4 days, they're going to be delivering their amazing speech. And this is just starting. So if you enjoy this, wait, because what is coming in the next 4 days literally is going to blow your mind. So I want to pass Lily the stage, because Lily is about to introduce our next amazing speaker contestant. Welcome to the stage, Lily.
Again, a fantastic applause for Nidaa. She's getting her book ready, The Art of Negotiations. And this is going to be published very soon. We're actually working together on having that done. And I can tell you the information there, you just have to have it in your hand, because if you don't, you're missing out on literally thousands in opportunities, in money, in deals that you can close, because the secrets that are revealed in that book are absolutely fantastic. And now I want to introduce to the stage one person who is so special to me that I can't even tell you. So he's the author of this amazing book, right? One Life, One List. His name is Christian Moser. And what's really special about Christian is that he's been working over the last 30 plus years, I think 35 years, in the IT industry as an IT developer, IT architect. And we've worked together to create this amazing book. So he's written this amazing book called One Life, One List, where he shares a unique system that he developed called One Life, One List, that you can apply for anything in your life. So you can be more productive, so you can double your efficiency and really live, if you're familiar with the Tim Ferriss 4-hour work week, so you can really live that with a really simple and simple and easy to implement system. And literally, when I saw that system, I was so blown away by the simplicity, by the amazingness of the system, that I just cannot tell you how excited and fascinated I am, because not a lot of people know that I'm passionate about organizing, and I'm actually to the edge of, you know, being a bit obsessed with organizing. I have everything labeled, you know, in tiny boxes, and then the tiny boxes have even smaller boxes and so on. And I'm not saying Christian does that, but he practices something called luxury minimalism, and he has created not only this one life on this system, which is applicable to business. And he's turning that into a software that can empower thousands and thousands of companies to become more productive with this system of that you can use in the office. So for example, let's say you have a letter, or let's say a folder that needs to be processed. He has a system called the stack system for the office that he uses in order to get that processed quickly and to save you hundreds and hundreds of hours. So just imagine, instead of working 8 hours a day, you can be working 4 and be just as productive. And he also has around 20 systems that are part of that system. So for example, he has the backpack system for organizing, and the hotel system, basically for being always ready to live like a hotel, the luxury minimalism system for purchasing stuff, so that he only has the most essential and top quality products at all times handy, so that, let's say, if there was an earthquake right now, or there was any, you know, opportunity, such as, you know, Christian was invited to speak in Dubai, and you know, if I was to say, you know, you are invited to speak in Dubai, and in half an hour you have to be at the airport, he would be not only willing, but he would be ready to do that because of this amazing system. And I really urge you to purchase this book, because it's simply amazing. It's an amazing system, and it has around 20 systems inside it, and it explains exactly how you can literally organize your life. And this system is getting Christian booked around the world to speak. As we speak, he was invited to speak in Dubai. We got this, you know, this opportunity for him, and Singapore as well, Ireland, and many other opportunities. I think Philippines is going to be on next year. He's invited. We made that happen for him as well, and potentially India, and potentially Bhutan. So there are a lot of opportunities that are coming, simply because Christian is an amazing speaker, and he's the author of this incredible book. So so basically what I'm saying is, Christian is amazing. You have to read his book and listen to his speech. It's incredible, absolutely mind-blowing. And let's give it up for Christian, the incredible Christian. Let's give a big round of applause, and let's welcome to the stage Christian.
So hello. Can everybody hear me? Can you hear me? Perfect. Wow, Lily. What shall I say? You did everything for me already, and wow, you are one of my biggest fans. I see, and I am so happy to see so many motivational people here in this Zoom already, in the Facebook. And let me ask a few questions. Now we are online. I can't see how you reply, but raise your hand if you like to have much more time for your families, for your kids, and for your friends. I know currently is COVID, we have a lot of time, but always think about after this COVID period, if you like to have much more time, raise your hand. I'm sure many of you, thank you so much. So raise your hand if you like to have much more time to travel or to do new business. Thank you. Raise your hand if you already have these time to do whatever you want, what you like to want, no matter where you are. Okay, and raise your hand if you never raise your hand, whatever I say. I'm Christian Moser. I'm a public international speaker, and I am, as Lily said, the author of this book, One Life, One List. This is your ultimate guide to a freedom lifestyle. And by the way, guys, I'm an IT engineer since 35 years. I help creative entrepreneurs and corporates to grow in the business, to be much more effective, to double, to triple, to multiply the productivity with 10 times less time, to be more efficient. So it is about time. And before we continue, first of all, thank you to all of you participating in this contest, watching us, voting us, supporting us. It is your time you spent, and I will give you the value later on that you learn how to gain more time, how to find the time nuggets. Yeah. I want to thank also to Harry and Lily, the promoters, how they set up this platform in a few weeks that we can broadcast worldwide in this awesome event. And thank you also for the background, behind the scenery, to the guys in the Philippines, in UK, wherever you are, guys, for enabling us with this fantastic technique. Yeah, I am an IT engineer since 35 years. And if you see a few of numbers, what I did in that time, I migrated more than 100 data databases. I supported more than 1,000 customers. I was part of more than 500 projects, and I was always an entrepreneur. I'm operating worldwide, and I was always self-employed. I say I am from Germany, and I'm from the Black Forest. Raise your hand if you know where is Black Forest. For sure, I know. And what you see in the slide is something we produce there. It is a small cake with this big bunch of calories. This is the Black Forest cake. That's where I am from. And give me the next slide, please. This is the place where I live. This house where you see here, it is just 500 meters away from the place where I was born. Give me the next slide, please. The Black Forest is a wonderful region, and here you see a family, and this is my family. Can you see who is the person who I am? The man with this nice hair looking out of the car. Yeah, this is my family. This is my sister, my brother. I'm sitting in the car. On the other side, you see my father and my mother. She was a multi-project manager, and she is the base for what I invented in my life, how to manage yourself. She did it. She managed a company of my father. She managed all the three children. She did the customer relationship, and this was the success of my father, that she supported him. So my father was an electrician. You saw that in the slide. There is a written electrician. My grandfather was an electrician as well. I studied IT. So what is IT? Somehow kind of electricity as well. So I'm an electrician as well. And imagine my son, he studies IT as well since 1 year. So what is he? An electrician as well. So you see, this is somehow something which seems to be connected to the region where I'm from. So Black Forest always in the past was a technology region. Give me the next slide, please, Harry. Yeah, so here you see, that's how the people spent their time in the winter. Winter was very long. It was very cold there. So in that time, the people invented technology stuff like the cuckoo clocks. Each of you who has been to Germany knows the cuckoo clock. This is the clock. Each hour, there is a cuckoo coming out and telling you what is the time. So next slide, please. There you see, in the summertime or in the spring, the people went down to the valleys or they went to other countries and sold the stuff already 200 years ago, the stuff they produced in the wintertime. So give me the next slides. So here we see what has been produced in the Black Forest: technology, TVs, disc players, and also radios, TV stations. And so you see, this was a technology region. I was impacted by this technology, so I invented technology as well. And if you see on the next slide, there is a product I invented in the year 1995. And this was a time where the Windows operating system came up. I was the first one producing a software which was installed 1,000 times in the world, in big companies, in small companies, in South Korea, in Argentina, wherever I traveled in the world and translated and sold it. So software. It was based on Windows. It was the first software in that area based on Windows. I was successful. I was the big cheese. Wow, now there is nothing which can prevent me from success. Do you know that? You have something, you know this is mind-blowing, yeah? And nothing can prevent you from success. I got orders. Everybody knew me as an expert in that area. Nothing can go wrong. Next slide, please. You see the next slide is gray. Guys, you know, sometimes life doesn't treat you as you designed it. I was married. My wife was pregnant. It was around 1996. In the 9 months, short time before we expected our child, something went wrong. And we had to go to the hospital. The child, we had a Caesar section. The child had to get into the incubator because nothing started to work. After 7 days, we had to switch off the machine. We had to make the decision. And guys, asking you, how many of your parents, raise your hand? Yeah? So you know, no matter how old the child is, no matter what happened with the child, the only thing you want is that this child survives, but it died. So the world was black. There was nothing left for my life. The success, everything has gone. Yeah? So then, fortunately, I was so lucky. 2 years later, my son was born, who studies now, who is 21, who is an awesome guy. But this event impacted our matrimonial, our relationship with my wife. So we failed and I was divorced in the year 2000. So after that, I tried to cope up with this success I had before. This event has completely blocked me. I tried to find out what have I done that I was successful. Can you give me please the next slide, please? So I struggled. There was a event. Sometimes I was sick. I get depression. I was in the psychiatry for a few weeks to get just away from the world. 2011, something happened. Yeah? And you see it on the slide. And I was elected to be the freelancer of the year 2011. Can you imagine? This was a magazine, an IT magazine. And in each bookstore, in the railway station, you could see my magazine, my face. Yeah? So can you imagine? The only thing I did in terms of marketing was to go to the bookstores and looking, where is my magazine? And when nobody was watching me, I just put my magazine in the front of the store that everybody could see me. Yeah? This was my social marketing. Yeah? Even though I'm an IT guy, I had no clue about social media. Yeah? So IT freelancer of the year 2011, I fall back into my old mood. Okay, what does not work? Why I have been successful 15 years ago? It is already 15 years that I was successful with this product. I was out of that product. What happened? So it took me more than 5 years. I founded a company. I had employees, but somehow it still didn't work. Last year, in the year 2019, or was it 2019? No, it was 2000. Yes, it was last year. Right. I went to London to meet my old friend Harry in an event, Speakers Are Leaders. What is that? So I went there. I met Lily. I met Harry. I met a wonderful, cool atmosphere. And this was an event, amazing. And after that event, I signed up several things. I signed up the membership to learn to speak. I signed up to write a book, and I signed up for the coaching. And now things started to work in a different way. And when you see the current slide, wow, I met so many people, so many influential people. I don't know how many of you are millionaires or billionaires, but for sure there are also a few of you, you are not millionaires or billionaires. And when you are in that situation and you meet a billionaire, can you imagine what feeling that is? Wow, this guy is speaking with me. Wow, I have debts or whatever. I have nothing or just 100K, and this guy has 1 million or 1 billion. And now look at this slide. There is Eriko, there is Aman Morin, there is I think Yavuz from Turkey, and there is Mick Carson, motivational speaker living in the Philippines. Wow. And now nothing can prevent me from success. And give me the next slide, Harry, please. This is the book I wrote in 2 months. In 2 months, this book was finished. Anybody of you has written a book already or raise your hand if you wanted to write a book. And raise your hand if you have written the book. I had a blend many years ago already. When I was a child, I tried to write books, but it takes time. Yeah? Writing book, it takes time. It's too much work. Guys, the book was finished in 2 weeks, and I was the big cheese again. Wow, now I have the book and everything is fine. I met these influential people. Next slide, please. You see party events. There was an award. I got the Speakers Leaders Award. Next slide, please. And what happened? Finally, I realized the money was out. My company was nearly bankrupt. Yeah? So this was the moment when I started to realize, guys, I tell you guys how to be efficient, how to like Lily told before, yeah, how to organize your apartment, how to get your life structured. And I myself, I don't apply the mechanisms of my own book I share with the world. That's, you know, my father, in the house of my father, he's an electrician. Everything worked, but the electricity was always off. Yeah? So this seems to be typical in the same way like I was. So I started to implement my own mechanisms, my simple systems, like the box system, like the backpack system, like I implemented routines. I got clear about my situation and I solved it. Not complaining, not giving up by my brain. My brain always tells me everything is black, doesn't work. Raise your hand if you know that. You wake up in the morning, even though you had a good party in the evening, in the morning you don't see anything. Yeah. So I stopped that. I applied my mechanisms. I raised a minimum of a 70, 80K in that year to save my company, to get out of the insolvency. Now we are here in a office with a whole bunch of equipment. We didn't spend much money. We learned how to save the money, but we learned also to how to enhance the revenue. So guys, I want to show you, I promised to give you a value today. Yeah? So just a few pictures. This is when I was finished with the book. Give me the next slide, please. So here we see when we invented the One Life One List system. So we specified a few principles and we invented a few systems, like Lily mentioned before, the backpack system, how to pack my backpack. This might seem simple to you, but this is essential. This is very important that you do that, because once you are in stress, it is very important that you have your backpack packed as you need it. And this thing you can apply on each situation of your life. And that's what we're coaching. We start with little examples you can apply in your own life as a person, but when we abstract that situation and we enhance that, we can also coach a big enterprise because the basic mechanisms are all the same. So give me the next slide. So here we are about the principles and the systems. You see the systems we have, and in the coaching, you can get more information about the details. So let us go to the next slide now. So I promised you to give a value. We have not much time. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. So One Life One List is based on a few principles, like abstraction, like order, like space. That means give you a clear space, apply routines on your life. And I want to show you a simple example. Next slide, please, Harry. Let's take action now. Now I fulfill my promise that you get something out of these 25 minutes. So I have a few things I can share with you, and I choose one which is for me the most impacting thing I learned in the last half year. Be sure this I applied in the last half year while I had much time to think about my life during these lockdowns and Corona things. Yeah? So the morning routine, one day I found out the morning takes me a long time. I'm a man, yeah? Okay, maybe we don't apply so much cosmetics or whatever because we don't know how to do and we don't want it, but even we need time for that. And we are lazy and we can't do things parallel. That's what women say, that men cannot do things parallel. So a morning routine costs me 1 hour to stand up, to get up from the bed, to do my things in the shower, etc., until I have finished my breakfast. 1 hour. And I always wondered why I'm not in time. So one day I said, let me check that. And I just took my timer and I stopped what I am doing. And I made notes. Okay, brush my teeth, hanging around, thinking something, going to the shower, waiting in the shower because it's so nice and warm there. Yeah? Again and again, time consuming. Finally, I realized, okay, I have to shorten this. And imagine, from 1 hour each morning, I reduced the time I need by 50%. So I only need 30 minutes now per day. And look, there's some very simple thing. Why I love to be in the shower in the morning. It is warm, it is nice, especially in the winter. But while I'm there in the shower and showering, I can also brush my teeth. I have an electric teeth brush. So why shouldn't I use the electric teeth brush while I shower? Because this doesn't block me. And this is what men can also do parallel, yeah? Brushing teeth and shower, yeah? So I have no loss of comfort. I have a long time to spend in the warm water. But while that, I save already the 2 or 3 minutes I need for teeth brush. Yeah? So once you did that calculation, I reduced my time from 1 hour to half an hour. So now let us calculate that. If you do that each day, let us make a calculation. So we have, let's do it 300 days. Let us say 65 days is fine, but let us do it 100 days, 300 days. So let us say we save only 15 minutes. So 15 minutes, 300 days is 4,500 minutes you save each day. And now let us look how many hours is it? It is 75 hours, which is about 3 days. Just by thinking a bit and not being too hard with you, you save already 3 hours. One very essential thing is, guys, you cannot put the time to a bank account. It is not like money. Yeah, you cannot put the money on a bank account and collect it for another time. But you can spend the time more wisely. You normally lose. So if I am more effective and more efficient with my time waste in the morning, I have time. I can either do my WhatsApp already before I leave. I can read a newspaper. I can just enjoy the time. I just can sit there and do nothing. Even that is fine, but it's better than wasting time. So now this is a very simple mechanism how you can find one of those time nuggets. Yeah? This is only one little time nugget. When you found this time nugget in the morning, then make another calculation. How many of you have a car? How many of you travel by car to work, to customers? Okay. I did that as well. Each year, a 50,000 kilometer going to customers, driving. When I drive alone, nobody can help me. I can do nothing else instead of I can only think about something, but I can do nothing else than just watching the street. I did that calculation in the years where I was traveling a lot. Guys, I realized, and this is not, it's the truth, and do the calculation by yourself. I could sit in the car at the 1st of January and I get out of the car by end of the month. I spent 30 days in the car with doing nothing, then just watching the street and taking care that I have no accident. So sometimes we need a car. In my case, I didn't need a car because I can go by train. My customers are in big cities. Yeah, so I bought a discount ticket where I can use each train in Germany and I can travel around the whole Germany just paying nothing else than a monthly fee. In that time, when I travel by train, I can do anything I want. And please, guys, don't think always save time to work more. You can also use the time to read a book, just to relax, and you're safe. Yeah? So this is just the impact of one simple principle of One Life, One List, which impacted my life in a huge way. And since that time, I need much less time for my whole day, for all my work, because I organized everything much more. And wherever I have some time, I save some time to have time to relax and to enjoy. Or to improve my skills, like the studio we have here. Yeah, this takes also time, but this is time which is fun. Yeah? So once you love to work, once you love your work, gain more time for this and not for spending time with useless things or just watching the street and the car. Good. So what is my lesson out of that? Guys, next slide, please. The next slide. The next slide. Thank you. So I learned that I have to look for those time nuggets. Wherever you walk, wherever you are, look for these time nuggets. They are like the gold diggers in Klondike when they go for gold. Time is gold. You cannot put it to the bank account. Look for them. Get an awareness for the time. Structurize yourself. Make your life very simple such that you can spend the time with the things you love. And you have seen in the pictures before, I spent my time to work on a place like Bali, travel around the world, working wherever I like, and just having joy and ease in my life. So the One Life, One List system contains a lot of those little tasks, little topics where you can improve the whole system. And if you raise it to a higher level, you can also apply the mechanisms into companies, into groups, into your family. So what we are going to do is, what we are doing is supporting creative entrepreneurs, especially creative entrepreneurs, because those are like me. We love to be creative, but the other things we don't like. They are time consuming. And here we start to stop. Yeah, here we start to stop the stress, get awareness for the time nuggets, get the time for your life, and gain the time for your freedom. Thank you so much. And if you like to follow me, go to my social media and have a look on my social media in Facebook and Instagram and in YouTube. And there you can get in touch with me and we can talk. Let us talk about your time nuggets. Thank you.
Wow, Christian, that was an amazing speech, and just like I expected, of course. And what I really liked was that, of course, you have great credibility, you know, having worked for the last 35 years for companies like Siemens and Bosch and Generali and many other companies I cannot remember right now. And I really liked your house. Your house looked a little bit like it was part of a movie or something. And, you know, your house where you used to grow up, and of course the pictures from childhood. You had great use of pausing. And, you know, when you spoke about the big tragedy of losing your child, I really, really felt the pain of your message. And I liked the voice variety. You had quite a bit of humor throughout. I really liked that, especially the magazine flicking and so on. It was quite funny when you were explaining the system as well. Great voice variety throughout. And I really liked your morning routine. You know, the toothbrush routine. In fact, talking about routines, something that I have recently discovered is that before I used to hardly exercise. For the last, I would say 2 years, I would hardly exercise. And because of that, I put on so much weight. But now I have discovered a routine where I moved recently to a place with a pool. And I also purchased a, you know, a set of earphones that are for swimming. So now I go swimming and I listen to audiobooks. So technically I'm learning every single day, minimum 2 hours of, you know, new content and so on. I'm also exercising as well. So this is like one of the strategies that you have. You can probably add it to your thousands of lists of small nuggets of information that can literally bring a lot of value to your life. And I'm not sure if people really put value to it, but if you really get to use some of these nuggets and strategies, what happens is that you literally can live like an expat, like you always talk, like you can live anytime, anywhere. You can choose who you want to do business with. You can set up your business like you have set it up in a way that you can run it from, from Dubai, from London, from Germany, from literally anywhere. You just need to do a little bit of tricks, a little bit of shifts and so on. And you can manage a remote team pretty much from anywhere. And that's really an amazing thing that a lot of people desire, and they don't have the freedom to do that. And I also liked, of course, the time analogy and how you cannot put it in your bank account, but it is very, very valuable. And if we did put it in your bank account, more people would probably appreciate it. And this is something that I also like now that I get to live more the time, to live my life on my terms. And this is something that Nidaa is doing as well. So that's an excellent thing that you are doing. So overall, I would say fantastic. Christian Moser with One Life, One List. It's an amazing system. You just have to learn about it. And Nidaa as well, The Art of Negotiation. So now I would like to pass the baton to Harry again, who is going to speak as well.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Lily and Christian. That was fantastic. I always, when we train the speakers at the Speakers and Leaders Club, something very important that we share with everyone is be yourself, right? We train them and we spend time together, and there is very important principle when you become a speaker is that you don't need to be like Harry, you don't need to be like Lily, you don't need to be like Tony Robbins, you don't need to be like anybody else. You have to be yourself. Make you a great speaker have nothing to do with try to imitate or try to perform on a stage a different personality that you are not. Yes. And Christian, when you met him in person, because some of you we are online now and some of you never met him, but when you met him in person, exactly with the same smile, exactly with the same joy, exactly with the same sense of positivism, he's like this day by day. That's why, regardless that sometimes life goes in the way and we can have a terrible block, eventually, if we stay positive, if we stay happy, if we stay in the right track, and if you believe in yourself, that's why I play this music for Christian, believe in yourself, because if you believe in yourself, one day you can be out of pocket, but next day you can pick up yourself again. So thank you so much, Christian, for Be Yourself, for this amazing book that you wrote using together with Lily's program. Both of you have made an amazing combination and have created an amazing, useful book for the society to enjoy. And there are lots of system there when you read that book that definitely is going to make your life a better place. So I'm gonna play you again a little bit of music, Christian, because I want you to believe in yourself. And Christian is a great dancer. So let's give a big clap to Christian for the great life that. So what I'm telling you is true. It's a lot of fun being around him. I can't wait. We're going to Dubai with Christian and with some members of Speakers and Leaders. And we only know something. We're going to have a lot of fun in Dubai. So yes, on 19 of November, 19, 20, and 21 of November, some of the keynote speakers, members of the Speakers and Leaders Club, we are traveling to Dubai because we're going to perform a different keynote speeches, especially Christian is going to be one of the lead keynote speakers at that event in Dubai. And he's going to be sharing this system, Lily, Harry, plus some members of the Speakers and Leaders Club that are competing today, like Adobe and and Val. We are going together and we're going to be on 19th of November in Dubai. So where we're going to participate in this empowerment event contest with one of amazing friend woman that is organizing all that, as well as a workshop that Lily and I we will deliver on the 23rd of November, 23 of November as well. So basically, we are going to be speaking on the stage there because we are so lucky that over there they don't have so many coronavirus cases, so we're gonna speak in a real stage over there. So I can't wait, Christian. We're gonna have a lot of fun in Dubai. And you know, when you overcoming the fear of public speaking is the biggest fear that a human being is facing in this planet, right? So it's a very tough and a strong process for every single human being. So I'm very proud and I'm very grateful that you guys put yourself in this challenge to go through the fear of public speaking, but also look how confident you are and how difficult it is with all this technology around, make this happen. I also want to say thank you to Christian, because this background that you see behind me, all this green screen, all this TV, all these times, all the technology, nothing of this will be possible if it's not for his help and his advice, because when the coronavirus started, Harry didn't know even how to press the computer. So thank you very much. In the Speakers and Leaders Club, we are a community. We help each other. Thank you so much that Christian, at the beginning of this pandemic, it was very close to me and Lily to help us with the technology required so we can provide an amazing high quality training how to serve all our members of Speakers and Leaders. So all this, so from the bottom of my heart, Christian, maybe I never thank you publicly about that, but I'm very grateful that you showed me how to do all this. And today, well, I think that we're doing pretty well, right?
Harry, you improved a lot. Really, really good.
That bad, yeah. It looks like a TV show, right? So
right.
Thank you so much, Christian. And obviously, we're learning every week from Christian. Christian bought a telepro now that if you see, we will blow your mind. So you can read the thing like in the TV. So every week, every 2 weeks, Christian has a new gadget and he shared it with us, which has been a great help for us to be and allow us to provide you an experience like this. I don't know if Matthew, are you ready? Matthew, are you ready? You can share the screen. Okay, and this is the surprise for you that we have. We have a surprise for you because we have only 3 spots left. 3 spots left for the 3 new members that want to be part of the Speakers and Leaders Club. If you go to speakersandleaders.com website, as you can see, the membership for this club will retail at £497 monthly. This is the retail that we are doing normally for the club. However, we have for only these 4 days of the event, we have a special offer for the public that if you really want to be part of this club, if you really want to become a great speaker, a great leader, and speak with fun and travel around the world and do keynote speakings and motivational speakings and get paid for it and build your speaking business, build your coaching business, all that is possible at the Speakers and Leaders Club. So all you have to do, this is a special link that we're gonna post in the Facebook group. We're gonna post in the Facebook group along at the picture with the offer, and we only can take 3 people. The reason for that is because there is a limited amount of people in the club. As you can see, it's very, very close group club where we train very heavily how to become speakers and how to grow together. And I need time to work with you. So that's why we don't take so many people on the club. And that's why we have only 3 spots left. So all of you, for some of you that are thinking to join in, remember, yes, just click the link below. And when the 3 spots are gone, and we are very proud of our members, and we are looking for you. If you are a speaker, if you have to embrace and wake up this leader within you, we welcome you to the Speakers and Leaders Club. Thank you very much, Matthew. Bring me back to the screen. And this link, this special offer, we're gonna post it in the Speakers and Leaders Motivational Speaking Club private group that we have over 900 people there that they just registered to watch this event, as well as the Facebook Speakers and Leaders Facebook page where we have our 14 followers. So all of you that want to get started, in the club, just remember the investment is $297. All the details are in the website, and you can see as much value as you can get only with 4 months of joining. How much you can grow. Like Nidaa, Christian is about that. It's about 1 year. Very, very powerful. And now we are ready to introduce you our next contestant. So I want to welcome to the stage. Welcome to the stage, Lily.
Now, we have an amazing, mind-blowing speaker. And I have to tell you, the first time I heard his story, I think if you are going to hear it now, you might want to sit down because his story is just so incredible and literally heart-stopping. And what I find most impressive about Will, he has an amazing speech. His speech is finding the will to live. And that is also the title for his upcoming book. And as I talk about it, I can tell you that I'm feeling goosebumps. And it's a really amazing thing that he's able to not only tell it in a dramatic way, but also use his incredible humor. He's a genuine guy. He's an amazing guy. And I would like to welcome to the stage the amazing, the incredible, the unbelievable Will Gerrard.
Hello, everybody, and thank you. Thank you for being here this evening at this wonderful event, this wonderful Congress. You take the time out to be here. Absolutely awesome. Fantastic. Just before we get started, ladies and gentlemen, please can I just ask you just to do a little exercise with me? Just to raise a vibration and the energy. Some of you may be getting a bit tired now, you know. All I want you to do is please just clap your hands 10 times. And as you do it, smile. Because you can actually trick the subconscious mind by smiling into feeling a little better. You certainly can. 8, 9, 10. That's fantastic. Just shake your hands a little bit. That's it. Now just touch your nose. I'm kidding. First of all, I would just like to thank everybody. First and foremost, Harry Sardinas and Lily Patrascu for putting together this wonderful online event that we are taking part in. And to the backroom staff also, the lighting, the people to be here this evening, the videos and Brock's. Absolutely fantastic job. From the bottom of my heart, I'm grateful. Thank you so much once again. And to the audience tuning in this evening to watch this event, you could have been elsewhere this evening. You know, you could have been having a family dinner, going to watch a movie, although at the moment that's a bit difficult. You could have been having a movie night at home. But no, you are here in front of us this evening. Please feel free to like, comment and share if you don't mind. Thank you very much. I am Will Gerrard, entrepreneur, empowerment coach, therapist, motivational speaker, and author of the upcoming book, Finding the Will to Live. My journey as a coach, you see, this was not always the case. After a few life events, serious life events, I decided to want to help people in some way. Ever since my mid-20s, I've been recovered from post-traumatic stress disorder after seeing a family member killed, but that's another story. I decided to take action upon my goal and dream to become a coach and therapist to help as many people as I can possible, on the planet, of course. You see, I was just a construction worker for over 20 years. And after another serious life event that happened not too long ago, to be honest, I decided to do courses in counselling skills, life coaching, hypnotherapy, read as many books as I could, get diplomas and certificates to help be a part of this wonderful dream of helping people, as many as I can. I also read over 24 books on neuro-linguistic programming, coaching, and these chosen coaching in my field. So I decided to spend money on it, doing the best I can on my journey to helping people. Now, ladies and gentlemen, have you ever been in a situation where your life has been totally destroyed. I mean, totally destroyed by a person or some situation or a life event in your own life. Thank you. If you have, I totally empathise. If you haven't, I hope you never ever have to go through it. I can tell you that right now. You say, let me take you back. It was 2013. Like I said earlier, I always worked in construction for over 21 years, more specifically, a roofing contractor. Now, having worked for various employers over the years, I'd had enough. Had enough of being told what to do, where to go, when I shouldn't finish a job. I was fed up. I was done with it all. You see, deep down, I'm an entrepreneur. So I started writing down goals, visualising my future life of wanting to be my own boss. So I decided, I woke up one day, I'd had enough. I started to take action upon this goal of being my own boss. I started saving up bits of various money, you know, so I could get a new van. Well, a new van, second-hand van, should I say. Followed by various tools, more tools to add to my repertoire, a nail gun, tile cutting saw, drills, and ladders, of course. I started telling people that I was going self-employed, people that I know from the building trade, you know, to build my brand, to get people to know me. I put a little advert out in a local magazine from around my area, you know, to build my brand even more so, to get the work. The first 3 months, it was great. It was fine. I was just earning enough money just to pay the bills, which was great for my standards, after all. You know, I was my own boss. It was summertime, so I was doing the work after my full-time job on a night time. After 6 months, I had enough work to get rid of my full-time job, working for an employer, and I took the plunge to do it. Now, work come in pretty fast, very fast, up to the point where I had to employ 3 more people. 3 more people, I was a boss too now. How did it happen so fast, I thought? It was fantastic. Things do come true. Life was great. In fact, life was fantastic. You know, I was a boss. I was my own boss too. Waking up in the morning with, you know, with a purpose, not having to go into an office and talk to an employer, put my head down, you know, morning boss, where am I going? You know, such as that lot. A short while after, now things moved quite quickly, up to the point where we moved in together. A few months had passed and she asked if she could do my accounts. So I agreed. You know, I didn't have an accountant at that time. I agreed to let over the books, take over the account. After all, I'm no accountant. Another 6 months passed. She became very controlling. I mean, very controlling. Up to the point where she tried to tell me when and when I shouldn't be in if I went out with my friends. I should do chores. I'm becoming quite unhappy. Now, never ever allow yourself to be controlled or manipulated by another human being, ever. Doesn't matter what scenario you are in, nobody has that right to do that, control or manipulate you in any way. Now, I decided to move out into a little 2-bedroom flat of my own. You know, I was instantly happier. Yes, I was hurt. Also, relationships hurt, don't they, after all? It's a breakup. So after a few weeks, I was settled in. I decided to phone an accountant in my local area. Got a number off Google. I look, hello, are you taking on clients, please? Yes, we're taking on clients. What is your name? Oh, my name is Gerrard from Skyline Roofing. I said, that's great. She went, yes, come round ASAP. I said, okay, I'll be there in the next hour, thank you. Got my accounts. I drove round, knocked on the door. She said, come in. I walked in. No, she stood there, little glasses on. Handed over my accounts to her. There you go, thank you. She says, I'll be in touch. Not too long, I hastened to add. So thank you very much. I left. Went back on to do my work. A week or so passed. I received a phone call. Hello? Hello, Will. I need to see you about these accounts, please. As soon as you can. I said, okay. I'll be round in the next hour. Oh, no. I went round. Knocked on the door once again. Come in. So I walked in. She sat before me in a big round leather chair with a stern look on her face. William, please take a seat. These accounts are a mess. What have we been doing and spending money on? I was taken aback. So what do you mean? I'm good with money myself, and I never lived beyond my means. Then I explained that I had a feeling my ex-partner had been fiddling my accounts, but I couldn't prove it. Not at all. She said, yes, I can see that. And she's been very clever in doing so also. I don't know how to tell you this. After going through the accounts, and I've gone through them with a fine tooth comb, you've got no money to pay builders merchants. You're bankrupt. I'm sorry. You're finished. With no money left. That's it. Done. My head sank. Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever been in a situation where your heart has literally sank? If you have, I empathise. For it is a horrible feeling indeed. I thanked her. Thank you very much. She said, there you go. I said, just before I go, do you have an advice? Any advice whatsoever? She said, I'm sorry, Will. I'm sorry. I've got no advice to say. I took my accounts. I went home, slammed the accounts on the table. Head in my hands. What was I going to do? How could I have got so stupid and not to have seen this? Everything I've worked for, this business, which was over 2 years, gone, just in the blink of an eye. That was it. The inevitable happened. Things became worse. I got behind with the rent. My landlady, Will, if you can't pay rent, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to leave the property. I said, yes, I understand. I had to make arrangements. I found a local charity who gave my furniture to them. Gave my furniture away to them. I took what belongings I had, my laptop, my clothes, a few of them mementos, put it in the back of my white work transit van. But unbeknown to me, this was to be my home for the foreseeable future. Now, I went up to a place, sat in the van. I wouldn't ask for help. I wouldn't ask for help. So ashamed and proud, all in one breath. My mum and dad are both deceased. I couldn't ask them for help. Yes, I have quite a large family, but we haven't really spoke properly for years. I sat in the van that night, wondering what I was going to do. So I had £1,000 worth of tools in the back of the van. £1,000 worth of tools. I went to a local second-hand shop. How much will he give me for these tools? He said, £100. I handed him over. Ladies and gentlemen, I had £1,000 worth of tools. I sold it for £100. That's how desperate I'd become. Desperate. Now, as you can imagine, this money didn't last long. I shortly ran out of food. So what am I going to do? So I literally Googled on my phone, which I did in the van, of local plant life to eat in the UK. Now, I come from a seaside town called Scarborough. The very next day, I went down foraging for seaweed on the rocks when the tide went out. Can you imagine, ladies and gentlemen, eating raw seaweed? Have any of you ever tasted it before? Raw seaweed? Then you'll know. Thank you. Very chewy, very slimy, and of course, very salty. I also searched that you could eat dandelions and daisies. I went up onto a local field called Oliver's Mount, where I live. It's a big field. Picking dandelions and daisies to eat also. I was bathing and drinking from a local river called Scorby Beck early in the morning when nobody could see me. Very early. After around 6 weeks of this, I'd had enough. All I could think of was suicide. I wanted to die. I'd reached rock bottom. The very next night in that van, I was sat in it. I decided to get a piece of hose pipe from the back of the van, put it through the window of the cab, close the window a little bit, and start the engine. I started the engine, and what was only a matter of seconds, but felt like minutes, hours. I started to cough as the cab filled with poisonous fumes. I was coughing again. Thought to myself, Will, what are you playing at? You've got children to think about. Your two gorgeous sons, you're going to leave them fatherless. You're stronger than this. I slammed my fist on the steering wheel, turned the engine off, jumped out of the cab, once again coughing. I sat down on a piece of grass away from the van until the fumes cleared. Looked up at the stars. I thought, how close were I just to death? Really, how selfish. You left your children fatherless. You've got your children to think about. You're stronger than this. I took a sigh. Big, deep sigh. How close was I? Can you imagine, ladies and gentlemen, you've got children, thinking you're going to leave them parentless. Just think of it now. Imagine if you wasn't there and your children had to fend for themselves, losing a parent. Thank you. That night, I lay with my head on the window, looking up at the stars, thinking, when was this nightmare going to end? As most nights, I didn't sleep very well, as you can imagine. The next day I come, I decided to go for a walk in my local town, where I bumped into a friend that I've known for over 35 years. Bumped into him and said, hey, all right, Will, you know, I haven't heard from you for a while. What's been going on? You know, you normally speak, ignoring my texts. That's when I admitted, and I opened up for the first time about what had been going on. I said, I've been homeless. Homeless, I've lost everything. My business, my home. Been living in van for the last 6 weeks. He said, why didn't you tell me? You can sleep on my sofa in my spare room. Why, Will? How long have I known you? I said, I don't want to ask for help. I'm too ashamed at what she'd done. Finally, I felt an overwhelming sense of relief. That night, I wouldn't be sleeping in the van. The van was on finance anyway. Debtors was on my back. I slept, as you can imagine, ladies and gentlemen, like a log that night. I woke up, I started to take action. I went to the job centre. And to be fair, I walked up and down in front of the job centre for about half an hour before I had to swallow what pride I had left to go in and claim some benefits. I took the wheels in motion. After a month, I got some benefits. It enabled me to move into for homeless men. And this place was a dump, but it was a step back up. It was a step back on the ladder, step back up to reaching my goals. I thanked my friend for letting me stop on his sofa. Asked him if he wanted any money, but he wouldn't take any. Another month passed. I managed to find employment on minimum wage at a local funeral home as a funeral operative. Now, it was minimum wage, it wasn't what I was used to, but it was a step back up. You have to swallow pride, get rid of your ego. Another step back up, I was seeing my children again. The self-esteem was coming back up slowly, once again. And I saw another friend who was also a roofer. He had just started work. Looking for another roofer. Offered me a job. So obviously I took it. I took this job. It was more money again. Life was fantastic. Seeing my children is what a relief. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can imagine, you can see your children again regular. I come up with a plan with the debtors, the payment plan. It's fantastic. No more worries, no more stress. God. The point of my story is, no matter what you go through in life, ladies and gentlemen, no matter what, never ever give up. Now, I know sometimes it's more difficult than that. Some people actually go to the point of going suicide. It's a sad reality of the world we live in. But you're never on your own. There is always help out there. Never ever think that you're on your own, because you're not. I know that now. And millions around the world should also realise that. Don't ever give up. Go to your family for help. Go to friends, the Samaritans, any organisation where they will help you. Please. That's all I ask. You're never alone. So I had to change my thinking also. My limiting beliefs. Talk about limiting beliefs. Now, your memories are stored on a timeline in your subconscious mind. Now, I've used this on myself, and I've also coached other people and used it on them with great effect. What do I mean by a timeline and limiting beliefs? Now, raise your hand, ladies and gentlemen, if you ever had a negative limiting belief, such as, I am not good enough. I can never start a business. Who am I to do that? No chance. I'm not confident enough. That's a negative limiting belief. What do? I take you back on this timeline into your past. I unpack and unzip this limiting belief, where it come from. Find the exact point where it come from, this limiting belief in your mind, because it's always there, always. Help her get over it, such as, I'm not good enough. We get over it. We make it better. We overpower the existing negative belief with a new one, such as, I can do it. I am good enough. I am powerful. I am confident. You can do it. Trust me, I did it. You can. Then once we've got rid of that negative limiting belief, go back to the present. Then we work on a more specific coaching system. Could be the GROW model, goal, reality, outcome, way forward. Or the more known specific SMART model, specific, measurable, achievable, realistic or time frame. Or of course, if you feel stuck in life, there's always a wheel of life. You see, going for goals isn't as difficult as you think. As a coach, it's not up to me to offer you advice. It's to help you come up with your own solutions to your own problems and goals. Then after we've got rid of the negative limiting belief, we go back to the present. Then we work towards the first step of your goal. You can move forward in your timeline, float above it, and come down before 5 minutes before you reach that last goal. Then you work backwards with your steps. Then you come back to the present. And you take action on that first step for that goal that you want. Take action. If you don't take action, nothing will happen. That is what a lot of people fail to do. They go for the goals. Yes, I'm motivated to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. 3 days later, the goal's gone. They're sat back again. Everything stops. In your subconscious mind, you have to keep going. It's about repetition. You can achieve anything you want in your life, ladies and gentlemen. You literally can. I'm an example of that, as well as millions of other entrepreneurs around the world that feel stuck. Everything is inside you. Everything. You just have to unpack it and unzip it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please can I just ask you just to look at the end of your fingers, please, at your fingerprints. They see there's nearly 8 billion people on the planet, and that is the only one of its kind. Your fingerprint is the only one in nearly 8 billion people. How amazing is that? How fantastic and unique is that? You are made up of billions of cells that create this magnificent human body. You just can't put it into words. Ladies and gentlemen, wake up like each morning, like it's your last day. Every day is a new beginning because the past is history. The future is a mystery. Today is a gift. You are fantastic. You just need to realize it. All I have to say to you, ladies and gentlemen, is if I can achieve my goals and I can do it, so can you.
Thank you so much, Will Gerrard, for an amazing, amazing speech. And Brox, let's give the music. Let's give a big round of applause to Will. Okay, it looks like the music has, has a little fault. However, we are going to give you a manual round of applause, and you are absolutely fantastic, mind-blowing. And now, Will Gerrard has delivered a very timely message that millions of people are looking for right now. And in these challenging and difficult situations, for a lot of people, I could even say millions of people, are finding it very hard to continue to live because it's, a lot of people have lost their jobs. A lot of people have lost whatever it is that they were doing. Maybe they were working in a restaurant. Maybe they were doing stuff that they can no longer do. And it's time to adapt. And this is what Will Gerrard talked about. Now, what I really loved about Will is you have an amazing voice and a fantastic voice variety and amazing eye contact. And it's so easy for you to connect with the audience and to be so charismatic. And you delivered an interesting and fun story with amazing storytelling skills. And it was an amazing story. And I really liked how you raised and lowered your voice and how you introduced characters. That was very, very interesting. And you introduced humor throughout. And I also liked how you ended on a very, very inspiring note, and how it's important right now to eliminate limiting beliefs and to introduce powerful, empowering beliefs. And I think that you have an amazing international career as a keynote speaker, motivational speaker ahead of you. Despite being a fairly new speaker, I think that you have absolutely impressed us with your passion, with your story. It was really, really, really a magnificent story. And we'll see what the public says, but I think it will be a very tough call for the public to vote for one speaker, because you were brilliant, absolutely magnificent, and you should be very, very proud of yourself for this incredible speech. And I know that in a few years, you're going to have thousands and thousands and thousands of people that will benefit from this speech. Because when you speak from the heart, which you have done, you can create magic in the world. And this is what you're doing. And it's so selfless of you to be sharing this story so you can empower more people who are currently dealing with this sort of situation. It's a very hard topic to talk about, and it's very important to do it because you can literally save lives. And this is what Speakers Are Leaders is all about making a real difference to people, to ordinary people around the world. And you are creating this right now. You never know who right now is listening to your message, and because they heard you saying something, they will find the courage to live. Again, let's give a big round of applause to Will. Fantastic. And I hope the music works.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Lily, for this amazing comments in Will's speech. I mean, I think that was the word for this speech is powerful, right? So it was very, very powerful speech. As Lily said, a very new speaker, that has been joined our members club, speakers and leaders club, but with a huge, big future ahead. And 100% in agree with Lily. It's a very powerful, very important to speak. Like I said, be yourself and speak from your heart. So as all the attendants everyone that is participating in this club, remember all the speakers that they're performing, not only today, but every single day in the 4 days, they are all amazing coaches and amazing trainer in their own expertise. So if you want anyone to be coached by Will, by Christian, by Nidaa, or by our next speaker that I'm about to introduce now, that her name is Beata, right? If you want to get coached by any of them, just please send us an email to hello@speakersandleaders.com. So you send us an email to hello@speakersandleaders.com. This email comes directly to me, and you type this: Harry, I want to get coached by Will. Harry, I love the speech of Christian. Can I get coached by him? Harry, you know, I own a large business and I need to learn how to negotiate. So can I be coached by Nidaa how to negotiate and the art of negotiation so I can expand my business? Or can I get some coaching from Beata, which is a clarity and confidence coach that is about to speak now? So if you feel that when you see this speech, you want to get coached from one of our members, please send me an email and we get in contact with you and will arrange that on your behalf. They also don't train only at the Speakers and Leaders Club just to become a great speakers on a stage and online. They have an intense training starting from next quarter in how to enhance your coaching business so they can deliver more value to the clients and they can build and expand the coaching business as well as the speaking business. It's not only for motivational speaking contest. There is an area of expertise that all have, and obviously when you deliver a keynote speech in conference around the world, you get paid. Lily and I last year, we only stay in London 4 months. Only 4 months in London. The rest of the time we was traveling around the world, delivering trainings, workshop, keynote speeches in different countries like Dubai, Mexico, Peru, Singapore, here in UK several times as well. So the whole point is that if you have a message that you want to share with the world, there is different ways that you can do it. You can develop your keynote skills, which is today, all of the speakers, and along these 4 days, they will be performing and delivering keynote speeches. But there are also great coaches, great trainers, really high qualifying, whatever they do. And if you feel that you need help from any of them, then please contact me to hello@speakersandleaders.com and we can arrange that for you. Now we are going to introduce someone amazing, and before I give the pass the stage to Lily, I want to play this music, yes, because the person that is about to go to the stage now, she's a great dancer. She knows how to dance salsa. Lily and I, we dance salsa a lot, so she's a great dancer. But dancing is not her best ability, regardless that she's very good. So Beata is about to be introduced to the stage, and before this happens, I just want to give her a very big thank you to Beata for the great contribution that she does every week at the Speakers and Leaders Club, because she's also part of the production team and she helps us and supports us with the master of ceremony, basically facilitate the meeting. What I'm doing now with Lily, so in our trainings is Beata who conduct the training and facilitated until Lily and I or Val, we jump in to actually hit the contestant to deliver their speech and to give them feedback. So it's a lot of pressure, it's a lot of work, it requires a lot of commitment, and she has performed as an amazing master of ceremony for our trainings, and also she supports us and help us also with the exercise to for our different team members. So from the bottom of my heart, Beata, thank you so much for your support and for all the work that you do at the Speakers and Leaders Club with the members. I think that this thank you doesn't only come to me, we come from Lily and from all our members, because we are all well aware that the hard job that you put into this, right? So I'm gonna give you a clap for this. Yes, very good. I have so much here with me that I press a button, I clap, play music. This is amazing. Yeah. Before broadcasting, they don't never let me with this machine because I mess up a lot, but now I have it. So we're having a lot of fun. Yes. So write, comment, and share in Facebook if you are having a lot of fun, because you know, if you're gonna have a breakthrough in your life, we want you to have fun and we want you to enjoy the process. So to introduce the great master of ceremony for the Speakers and Leaders Club, and a great support from the club in coronavirus time, mainly since the coronavirus time started and we start to regroup and to gather all the Speakers and Leaders Club team to start these continuous trainings that we do every Tuesday and Thursday from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. UK time every single week. The members of the Speakers and Leaders Club, they receive training in how to become great speakers, how to do the keynote speech, how to build your coaching business, how to build your speaking business. And it's very intense training, but as you can see, you won't deny the huge result that they are achieved so far, because they're becoming not only great keynote speakers, but also great coaches, great trainers, great workshop delivery, and also the most important, great leaders, because speakers are leaders. So I'm going to pass the stage again to Lily. And so welcome to the stage, Lily.
Yes, let's leave the music a little bit longer. Okay, fantastic. So now we have the fourth contestant, who I have to say, I met her a few months ago and she created such an impression on both of us, on Harry and I, and that's precisely why Harry has invited her to become the MC for the Speakers and Leaders Club, and she did a fantastic job doing that. And she teaches something that is pretty essential called confidence. She's a confidence coach. Now, did you know that thousands of people around the world, if not millions of people, are not currently achieving their dreams because they lack confidence? Confidence is key for literally anything, from, you know, getting your partner, to getting a promotion, to getting the kind of job you really want to have, to living the lifestyle you really desire, to being courageous in general and going after everything you've been wanting all your life. Confidence is key. And Beata is an amazing confidence coach, and she has a system that she's going to reveal that starts with C, and it has three key things that she has implemented in order to overcome difficult, challenging situations and to come out on top with confidence. And I have to say that she's a magnificent, magnificent lady, and you are going to absolutely love Beata because she's charismatic, she's fantastic, and she makes a real difference to her clients as well. And very soon you're going to see her not only speaking in London, hopefully not just from home like we're currently doing, but also on international stages. And I would love to give a really warm round of applause to Beata, and let's welcome to the stage the incredible, the amazing, the unbelievable Beata.
Thank you so much, Lily. I very much appreciate your introduction. Welcome, everybody. I'm incredibly happy to be here today at the Speakers Are Leaders Motivational Speaking Contest. And I feel privileged to be able to stand before you in the presence of such an amazing lineup of speakers. I would love to thank the organizers of the conference. First of all, Sardinas and Lily Patrascu for organizing it and giving us the platform to speak our truth and to be able to share our stories with you. I would like to thank everybody who has been able to join us in this Facebook group to listen to me and all of the speakers over the next 4 days. It's a great honor to be here with all of you. And I promise you that in the time that we have together, I will provide as much value to you as possible. I would also like to thank the technical team who is working in the background to make this event happen. So, who am I and why am I speaking to you today? My name is Beata Podgorska. I'm a mindset and confidence coach and international speaker. I have so far been privileged to work with some amazing women from all walks of life, from all over the world, who through trauma and difficult experiences, lost the essence of who they are in the process, also lost the self-confidence. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever gone through a life experience which left you feeling broken and confused about who you are? Well, the reason I am so passionate about helping my clients is because I once was one of those women, broken into 1,000 pieces and clueless as to how I was going to put myself together again. Today, I show my passion for work with my clients through one-to-one coaching sessions, group coachings, and workshops and seminars I run on a regular basis. During these sessions, we work towards completely changing my clients' lives by going through a complete rebirth process of breaking through each unhealthy limiting belief they hold onto through realization that it's okay to start over as many times as they need to become the person they've always wanted to be. Over the years, I've had the privilege to be speaking on many stages in UK and internationally, giving talks on subjects close to my heart, like power of resilience in times of change, the power of positive mindset, and leading your life with clarity, courage, and confidence. I am also an up-and-coming co-author of a book titled Rebirth, Journey to Rebirth Through Clarity, Courage, and Confidence, which is based on a powerful 3C coaching system I developed, which is based on those 3 pillars: clarity, courage, and confidence. The book and the coaching system is all about by helping you gain your very honest, clear picture about where you are in your circle of life right now and realizing what's not working for you, and then vocalizing where you would love to be in ideal scenario of your most wildest dreams and goals, to then working step by step towards gaining the courage you need to make the necessary changes to move you towards those goals, and finally to feeling 100% confident, to finally being able to speak your truth so that you can move on and stay on your new chosen path. But let me tell you a story, particularly my story. It's May 21st, 2012, and against many adversities, I officially became a certified life coaching practitioner in neuro-linguistic programming. I stand in a training room of a hotel, in a beautiful Cotswolds hotel, and as I look down at my diploma I hold tight in both hands, I cannot express how happy and proud I am of myself. I did it. I made it happen. My perseverance and determination finally paid off. The truth is, I could have just found a million reasons or excuses not to give the certification training a go and let my old fears take over me. But I knew I needed a complete change in my life, and I deserved to do this for myself. Without a doubt, the fear that things in my life would stay the same was bigger than the fear of doing something new. It was better to be back in a classroom, sharing my deepest, most vulnerable parts of myself with a group of strangers. The journey to this point in my life was challenging, liberating at the same time. Up until that point, my life was all about education and going to school so that I could become someone in life. Well, at least according to my parents and teachers. My ambition, however, was always to be able to travel abroad, explore the world, and have amazing adventures. Back home, when I wasn't studying, I spent countless of hours in my bedroom daydreaming about all the beautiful countries I wanted to visit. When I told my parents about my plans, they were not supportive of the idea at all. I can still hear my mom's voice in my head. Child, stop dreaming your fairy tales. Life is not an adventure. All you have to do to be happy is go to school, get good grades, get a good stable job, get married, and have children. And I can still hear my dad's advice in his serious, wise voice. Remember, life is not easy. You must work hard to be somebody, and you cannot ever rely on anybody else. You make your own luck. I listened to my parents' advice, and although I understood it came from a place of love, I knew that there was more to life than getting married and having children at such a young age. I was on a mission to discover how my life would look like if I had the freedom to live it by my own design. My mission began in 2012. My boyfriend and I at the time have traveled to England from a small town in Poland, full of big dreams and hopes. I was only 22 years old, and I just graduated with a bachelor's degree in business management. The plan was to come to UK for 1 year to learn English and explore the country. However, our life abroad was not quite the fairy tale I've expected. Circumstances were tough and challenging. Finding my way around the reality, the language, the culture felt more like a boot camp. I had to learn to adjust fast to my new environment if I was going to survive and make money. The very first job I fell into when I arrived into UK was working as a cleaner in a big hotel chain. I have never worked so hard physically in my life before. My body ached all over from the routine of pulling heavy maid's trolleys and pushing beds. I endured this task 7 days a week in my uncomfortable oversized uniform with a name badge displayed on my chest. I then traveled across to London to attend English college in the evening. I kept this tiresome, exhausting schedule for a year. The routine was so tiresome that most days I struggled to stay awake on a way home back. Yet I was desperate to learn the language well enough so that people I came across could take me seriously and I could potentially finally find a better job. My hopes, however, did not go to a plan. And because I had no real experience working anywhere else, I have spent the next 5 years working in dead-end, low-paying jobs in hospitality sector. My boyfriend and I lived in a small, crowded house with one bathroom that we shared with 10 other people. During the time, we got engaged, but I knew it would be a while before we can afford a wedding. He worked long hours on a building site as a laborer, but the money was less than great. We barely spent any time together. And if we ever had a day off, we were so tired that all we wanted to do is to sleep all day. Due to lack of money, my dreams of traveling got me as far as catching the bus to visiting the seaside at the occasional weekend. Everyday struggles to survive and not having time for myself slowly made me forget about who I was and the plans I once had. Fast forward to 2008, and I finally reached my breaking point after my fiancé has revealed an unexpected and soul-crushing secret he has been hiding from me for the past 6 years. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. I got woken up by the bright light in the bathroom shining through half-open door. I look closely and I see my fiancé standing in front of the mirror, looking at his reflection frantically. I ask him if everything's okay. He doesn't respond. Minutes later, I watch him as he comes out of the bathroom, comes down to his knees and sits by the bed next to me. I'm half asleep and I'm feeling tired. And after a long day at work, I am struggling to stay awake. I close my eyes for a second. Suddenly, I hear his voice. "Babe, wake up! You've got to wake up!" Frightened, I manage to open my eyes and look at him with urgency. I feel totally confused as to what is happening right now. And it takes me few good seconds to notice there's tears streaming down his face. I panic and I ask him, "What's wrong? Are you sick?" He looks at me pale, takes few deep breaths, and after what seems like eternity, he finally responds, "There is something I have to tell you." What he tells me next is beyond my vivid imagination. All choked up and crying, he admits to me his big secret. I cannot believe what I hear. I'm in shock. Tears start streaming down my face. All I can think about is, who the hell is this person in front of me? I don't seem to have know nothing about, who somehow managed to lead a double life all those years. My next thought is, what will my family say? Something inside me breaks. I feel sharp pain in my chest. I cannot breathe and the room is spinning. His words keep ringing in my head. "I have cheated on you with another woman who got pregnant, and we have a 6-year-old daughter together." Finally, after I managed to compose myself for a second, I ask him, "Why tell me now and not back then?" He looks at me with his teary eyes and he says he's deeply sorry for what he did and that it was a mistake and it meant absolutely nothing. He continues by saying that he needed to tell me the truth before we said our sacramental yes to each other in a church full of family members at the wedding we have been planning together for the past year. Tonight, the time he chooses to tell me his dreadful secret about his big betrayal is exactly 3 months before the wedding, and everything is arranged and paid for. I know deep down, if I stay and go through with the wedding, I will never be able to trust him ever again. I'm broken and exhausted. I cry myself to sleep. The next morning, feeling dreadful and dead inside, I make what seems the most logic, head-driven decision I can make in this situation. And considering my broken heart cannot be trusted in this situation anymore, I call off the wedding. He tries to plead with me and tell me how sorry he is, but all I can hear is lies and excuses. Few days later, I traveled to Poland to clean up the mess and tell my family about what has happened and cancel all the wedding arrangements. My family is devastated for me, and the most loving advice they could give me is pack your bags, child, and come back home. Let me ask you, have you ever been betrayed by people close to you who you loved and trusted, who made you feel worthless? Well, for me, this was a turning point in my life. After this event, I felt so heartbroken and depressed that I barely left my house outside of work for 6 months. It turns out that mine and my ex's mutual friend, who knew the truth all along, felt so embarrassed. They didn't know what to say, so they just disappeared. Just like that, I lost my fiance, my friends, my home, and I certainly couldn't stay in the job I had at the time because that meant being close to him. And all I wanted to do was to run away from him as far as possible. I had never felt so lonely in my life as in that moment. The thought of socializing has made me feel anxious, and the only form of therapy I got was to lock myself at home and rewatch the entire 5-series box sets of Ally McBeal's sitcom. In the midst of my pain, I imagined I had the determination and strength of the main character, Ally, who was fearless, courageous, and unapologetically honest. I remember how I would sing my heart out with the words to Ally McBeal's theme song, Searching My Soul by Wanda Shepherd. I have been searching my soul tonight. I know there's more to life. Now I know I can shine my light to find my way back home. One by one, the chains around me unwind. Every day now, I feel that I can leave those years behind. With time and patience, somehow in my solitude, I found the spark of the old version of the girl who traveled abroad all those years earlier. I remember the excitement of the unknown as I chose to take a leap of faith, leaving my friends and family in search of adventure. I gathered enough courage to go against all odds, as well as my parents' advice, and I decided to stay in UK. I spent the next 4 years searching for the answers concerning my purpose in life and the pursuit of happiness. I read all psychology books and attended any self-development course I could find, hoping they would make me feel normal again. I was like a junkie looking for my fix. I was desperate to never feel so worthless ever again. Have you ever gone through a life trauma which left you feeling down and depressed? The course of my life and my mindset has changed. For me, after I finalized my coaching course, I realized that the tools I learned were so powerful and profound, they could make a real difference in my life, and that I could use those to help others too. The thought has hit me like a rock. The realization was the answer I looked for all along. My pain, my struggles, my traumas, all of those problems have finally made sense. They were not mistakes. They were lessons preparing me to find my true purpose in life. I never anticipated how much I was going to learn about myself on my journey, or that the most valuable, difficult part of my healing process would be the self-discovery, which stripped me of all of my demons, inhibitions, and fears. In order to change and grow, I was forced to let go of many unhealthy, self-limiting beliefs, which held me back. In the process, I gained clarity as to what experiences I wanted to create in my life. Once I gained clarity, I realized that after all the trauma I've experienced, I could have easily just packed up most of my suitcase and decided to go home. But instead, I decided to rise up, find my inner courage to become the person I've always dreamt of becoming when I was a child. I chose to train as a life coach on a mission to empower other women to become better, more confident versions of themselves. Soon after graduating from my course, I set up a coaching business and started working with women who, like me, have gone through difficulties in life, which left them lacking self-esteem and holding onto the belief that they don't deserve more from life. The self-doubt made them the victims of circumstances. Working with those women has become passion in my life. Although personally, it was not an easy journey, there's no better feeling in the world than watching my clients soar with confidence as they walk away from unfulfilling jobs, relationships, and situations that no longer serve them. I love to watch, to see them grow and become as they are happy and they birth the soul empires and they embark on round the world adventures. Claim the status as liberated women who are unavailable for anything less than what honors the heart's desires. But most of all, I find it incredibly fulfilling to witness the joy that comes from the powerful rebirth process when my clients discover that regardless of how many suitcases they carry around or how many times they must rewrite the stories, there is truly never too late to start over. Thank you very much for your attention and for listening to me.
Look, I think we need to make that clap a little bit bigger, you know, because I think that short one really doesn't do justice to what Beata just did, and not really doesn't do justice to what all the speakers did. So let's have a much bigger clap for Beata for her amazing performance. Much bigger.
Thank you.
Okay, if we can. Okay, never mind. So a huge clap, a huge round of applause for Beata for an amazing speech with 3 key steps for having the right life, the life you really want to have: clarity, confidence, and courage. And I can tell you that courage is something that I myself have struggled to have for many, many years. And perhaps like me, millions of people are not living their true life. And because of that, whatever Beata is teaching is essential in order to really live the life you really, really want to have. But sometimes you're just held back by, you know, what if people judge me? What if people say this? What if, what if people will do this? You know, oftentimes we are so held back by the fear of being judged that we simply do not step into our power. And that's something really amazing that Beata showed. And you looked fantastic. You look beautiful, very professional. I love your background. I have to say, I really love the font of the presentation, you know, like the font of the presentation. That was really great. Great voice variety, of course, very confident. It's so easy for you to connect with the public. You had great eye contact, very charismatic. And I have to say, all the speakers tonight were very charismatic, very likable, and it was so easy for all of you guys to connect with the audience watching. And I mean, I have something in common with you as well, because years ago when I came to London, I worked in as an au pair, and I was cleaning as well, and you know, I made the most of it. And that's something really great that you were able to, you know, rise up from that and then to create something beautiful. You had great descriptive language, and I liked how you built mystery in the middle of the story about what was going to happen, like what big secret he was going to tell you. It's great that you didn't just like blurt it out. You created a little bit of anticipation and mystery. And I really love, of course, your clarity. You have a very clear and punchy voice, and you, of course, have a lot of courage for appearing tonight, and you look beautiful. And I have to say that a lot of women would greatly benefit from your advice. And I know that very soon you're going to also create your book, or I think you're in the process of creating your book. And as soon as you do that as well, I think that you have a great international speaking career ahead of you. It's really great to see an empowered woman such as you. And I'm very inspired. I'm a big admirer of yours, and I really adore the work that you're doing, you know, as an MC as well, for Speakers Are Leaders. And well, I think the crowd tonight is going to have a very tough job voting, and the judges as well, because it's a very tight contest. I think that you all did very, very well. You were all very charismatic, and which means that you have learned quite a bit from Harry. Harry, I mean, he, you can look at him, you could think he's a little bit inconspicuous and so on, but he has the magic of a teddy bear, you know, between you and me. He's very charismatic, and all of you were very, very, very charismatic. And well done for an amazing speech. Well done for a courageous speech with a lot of clarity and a lot of confidence. So you really showed that you know your stuff tonight. And so well done. And let's give a round of applause to Beata. And then I'm going to invite Harry to the stage, who is going to help roll in the voting.
Thank you very much, Lily. Thank you very much, Lily. And this was an amazing closing, a great, great speech, extremely confident on stage, on the camera, as a confident coach, and really, really powerful way that Beata and the rest of our contestants have spoke today. I know that the public at the moment is voting in Facebook. At the moment, we are rolling the poll in Facebook. In the Facebook group, there is a motivational speaking contest, private Facebook group. Well, the audience will have the possibility to vote by themselves as well. And as we speak, the audience is voting at the moment, answering only one question: who is the best motivational speaker? So the audience as we speak is already voting in Facebook. So every single one of you that are in Facebook and on our Speakers and Leaders Facebook page, WhatsApp group in Facebook, please, the poll is already there, and the public already can vote there. Now, on the second hand, we have our expert judges that they have been very carefully seeing the contestants today, their performance. They have been taking notes of every single one of them, and they will realize, they will do the voting here right now. So what we're going to do now is, as at the moment the public is voting in Facebook, answering the question, who is the best motivational speaker, or who touch, move, and inspire you. So while the public is answering these questions, the judges are also, we're gonna ask them the same question. What is your best motivational speaker? So we're gonna run the poll now in Zoom. Judges, please, at the moment you are seeing in your screen this question. Who is the best motivational speaker? So please choose who for you it was the best motivational speaker of the evening tonight, and then type in the Zoom chat voted, so I know that you already did it. So if we can launch the poll for the judges, if we can launch the poll from the judges in Matthew and Brooks, so the judges can start to do the voting. And at the same time, please, everybody on Facebook, yes, if you really wanted and you love the speech from Christian, from Beata, from Will, from Nidaa, if there was something that touched, moved, and inspired, vote for your favorite speaker. So at the moment, okay, I can see the judges are already voting. I can think that the judges are already voting. I can see that Jenny voted, that they are voting at the moment. So the judges are voting at the moment, ladies and gentlemen, and the public is voting as well. Please, judges, as soon as you vote, please type in the group voted, so I know that all judges are voted. So Monica already voted. Yeah, Chris already voted. Daniel already voted. Jenny already. Sebastian already voted. And all judges are very close to voting. I'm waiting for the last one. Yes, Juliet already voted for the favorite speaker. And maybe we have all the judges waiting for the last vote. When, okay, very good. And I think that Nikki also voted as well. So ladies and gentlemen, I need the team member to support me, but I think that now we have all the judges has voted already, and this is what we are going to do now. Now we need to compute the results, because as everybody knows, 50% of the performance comes from the judges, and the other 50% it comes from the public. So now we are Matthew is averaging the percentages of the result that we're getting from the judges plus the public. Matthew, I need you to close the poll from Facebook right now. That's it. Take a picture in Facebook. We're gonna check the time, and the poll in Facebook is closed right now. So if you're voting in Facebook after right now, 9:44 p.m., your vote is not valid, right? Because we are closing the poll right now. So Matthew, close the polls in Facebook. The judges, we already have the results in Zoom, right? And then Matthew, if we are going now to compute. Now, in the meantime that Matthew is computing the results, the final results for the winner tonight, I just want, Brooks, that you share your screen now, because I have something to share with you while Matthew is computing the end results. So if Brooks, you can share your screen, because if you're really thinking that you want to join the Speakers and Leaders Club, the answer is yes, still you have time. If you want to be one of the 3 people that want to join this amazing speaking club, so you can become a great speaker, a great leader, and share your message and empower the world, we are here to support you. For specifically, because this is our event, Lily and I, we have made a special offer for all of you watching today. As you can see, if you visit speakersandleaders.com, the retail that we offer this membership is £497 per month. But tonight we have 3 spots free. We are waiting for 3 new members for the club. This is the maximum that we can take, because we only work with a few of you. The reason for that is because all this training requires a good commitment. It's a very hands-on. We meet every Tuesday and Thursday from 7 p.m. to 7 p.m. And we train you not only how to become a great keynote speaker, but also how to become a great leader, how to develop your coaching business and also your speaking business, and every opportunity that we have around the world. Sometimes Lily and I, we have so many opportunities to speak that sometimes we need to decline them. And obviously we offer the speaking opportunities to our members, and some of them are already flying and getting paid to speak. So if you want to learn how to get paid to speak, how to create your keynote speaker, how to develop your workshop, how to become a trainer, and how to share your message with the world, we are waiting for you. So as you can see, the time is clicking. It's gonna be available for these 4 days only, and when they are gone, they are gone. As you can see, we have 3 days and 18 hours exactly from right now for the offer, or because we are looking for the 3 new members to join us at the Speakers and Leaders Club. So I think I want to see if Matthew is ready. Matthew, if you're ready, let me play some music before. Matthew, can you type in the chat if you're ready with the calculation, or do you need more time? We have our IT director now with making the final calculation between the judges' results and the speakers' result. So Matthew, can you type in the chat if you're ready, or you can share your screen? Let me see if Matthew can share the screen. Okay, you know what? Matthew is getting ready. He needs more time because he has to do a very difficult calculation. So in the meantime, I'm going to bring to the stage Lily.
Right, so it looks like we're gonna have a really amazing time, just the two of us, right? Just me and you, and the rest of the 1,000 people watching. So it's a really amazing competition, and I think it's a very tight competition. Now it looks like the people in Speakers Are Leaders group have already voted. I consider, Harry, the time was not really enough for for the people in Facebook to vote, but if you already started calculating, that's fine. But what I can say is that we've had some magnificent people, and I guess you don't need a lot of time to really think about who was the best speaker. And thank you so much to all of you who have voted, who have taken the time to watch. And all I know is that for every single competition I've ever spoken at,
for every single competition that you have to speak at, Lily, and this is the time now to close the day for today, because Matthew is ready with the final results today. So we're gonna show who was the first place, the second place, and the third place, and these are the results today. And the winner, let me see because I don't know, and the winner for Thursday for the Motivational Speaking Contest is Beata. Woo! Woo! Okay, very good. And the second winner is Will. Give it up to Will. Third place, Nidaa. Woo! Our negotiation expert. And the ninth, Christian from Germany. Christian from Germany. Thank you so much, everyone. So Matthew, bring me back to the stage. Bring me back to the stage. And well done. We have, okay, let's start the sharing the screen. Matthew, can you spotlight me back again? Okay, this is the result. Thank you very much. And this is the result for today. You know the news? The news is that the winner, which is Beata today, every day we're going to have a winner. And this winner, when everything is fine, they're going to go to the Ritz Hotel, because Lily and I, we're going to invite them to have lunch there with us. So Beata, yes, prepare. Don't eat this day. I know you're very healthy. Don't eat anything, because you know what? Lily is paying. So that day, we're going to have a lot of fun in the Ritz. Yes. So well done for your performance. I'm gonna give you 1 minute to talk with everyone and say few words. So welcome to the stage, the winner for today, Beata.
Oh my God, thank you. Thank you so much, Harry. Thank you, everybody who voted for me. I am so grateful. I honestly did not expect this. Absolutely didn't expect this. I've had so much fun, and honestly, I've done this competition and I am here just for selfish reasons, just to be a part of an amazing community and to be able to perform the speech and to have the support. Honestly, thank you so much for everybody who has voted for me. I love you. Thank you so much, Harry and Lily, for giving me the platform. Thank you so much, and well done, everybody. Honestly, everybody did an amazing job tonight.
Very good, very good, very good. We're gonna be welcome to the stage, the second place for today. So welcome to the stage, Will, the second place for today. So Will, if you want to share a few words with us.
Well, thank you. What can I say? Well done, Beata, and everybody that took part. I'll take second place because for me it wasn't about winning. It's about the experience and getting better and better as I know I can. And it's been so good to see everybody also get better over the past few months so I can show this Congress. And I look forward to more of them. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Will. Okay, I don't know if Nidaa can open your camera. Nidaa, can you open your camera? And then what we're going to do now is we are gonna give the space to the judges to actually do the final comments on all the speeches of everyone. I want also to congratulate Christian as well. I don't know, it's 1 hour more late in Germany. I don't know if he's around. Yes. So we're going to give a clap also to Christian and to all the participants today. Excellent job. And then what we're going to do now is we are going to give a space to the judges, what they're going to say, who they are, what they do, but also what they thought about the competition, about the contestant, and any comments that they have, and that will be the final thing. So I want to bring the first judge to do the review. So welcome to the stage. Welcome to the stage, Jenny. Jenny, we need to open your mic.
Really?
Yes, we can hear you.
Hi, Harry. Thank you so much. I feel so honoured and privileged to be a judge in this group of amazing people. All the speakers tonight were absolutely amazing. As Lily says, totally charismatic, inspiring and motivational. If I could just introduce myself, my name's Jenny Slader. I'm a motivational speaker and property entrepreneur. I help clients develop their property portfolios that will give them financial security by using property as an investment vehicle. So we do that basically either joint venturing or basically just sourcing the properties for them, organising renovation if the property needs renovating. With most properties that we look at to actually, in order to build a property portfolio when we're sourcing a property, we're looking at properties that we can actually add value to. So either actually put an extension on, going back or going up, so that the property is actually increased in value. So about tonight's speakers, as I said before, absolutely all amazing. I had loads of notes. I thought Nina's was her speech was absolutely powerful. Absolutely drew me in. Her storytelling was fantastic. I found it really sort of inspiring that she went through so much and has come out, and her thinking is to think about other people and think about helping other people. Losing your sister when you're age 13 in a bomb, and basically spending a lot of time growing up during the war in the Middle East. I don't think most of us would be able to come out of that intact. And it's just amazing that that she was able to do that and portray that and bring all that to life. I found her absolutely amazing and inspiring. Christian, I found Christian's work was very interesting as well. I was totally fascinated by his book and his system about saving time. I think I could definitely benefit from that book, because I do think I'm a huge procrastinator. And if I use this book to analyze and organize myself, I'm sure I'd probably save myself 6 months, not hours, but 6 months. Looking at Will, I found Will's speech absolutely, totally heartfelt. And I thought, for this time, in this COVID moment, I think that he actually, his speech will resonate with an awful lot of people who've lost jobs, probably the threat of losing their homes, their businesses, and thinking that, you know, there's nothing, you know, that they're going to give up. And I just thought that the fact that he was able to be so honest, so vulnerable, especially men tend not to be. I found it so heartfelt and so inspiring. And I loved his message at the end, rounding up, basically saying, never give up. You know, I thought that was so inspiring. And as I said, I thought his speech was amazing. Beata, I thought her speech was also absolutely amazing. I thought she's very charismatic, very engaging, great eye contact, absolutely amazing body language. I can see how she will inspire and help people, women who've been through difficult times in their lives, whether it be relationships or other things, that how she can actually inspire them by helping them to find their courage and their confidence. I found her speech was absolutely uplifting. I'm absolutely amazed at her, how she's come over here to learn English, her grasp on English, the English language, the vocabulary. She was completely articulate, really wide vocabulary. I just found her also very inspiring, and it was a pleasure, as I said, Harry and Lily, to take part in tonight's competition.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Jenny. And now we're going to bring the opinion of our second judge, and he is the Caribbean right now. So let's see how we can do this with the connection, if we can hear it clearly. So welcome to the stage. Let's put the Caribbean music for Orly, Orlando.
I did. Hello, guys. First of all, congrats to all contestants. It was really amazing and inspiring to listen to all the stories that you all have. Well, my name is Orly. I'm a life coach, international speaker coach, and I'm a motivational speaker too. And I could relate to some of the stories that I just heard, because everybody in their lives have been up in certain point, through difficulties, and the courage is, and the value of life is how you get up. I mean, how you face that and how you get up. And I find that, for example, Nidaa in her speech, it's not easy to overcome that kind of situation, especially in such places like in the Middle East, suffering a lot and listening to all bombs and all that, and how that traumatic experience changed her life and for better and make her stronger is amazing. It's really inspiring, and I commend you for that, because I couldn't imagine as a 13-year-old girl to make that decision is really inspiring, and I think that was great. When it comes to Christian, it's true. I mean, time is very important, and one of the main things that people don't realize the time, how important times is value. People sometimes focus on money when it's not the main thing. Time is really important, and we waste so much time sometimes that it's amazing that we could have been doing something more profitable, something that is could contribute to our own benefit as a human being. And that sort of design or equation that you have is very, very important and very noted. It's very good, actually. Okay, when it comes to Will, I really liked your pitch. I really love it. I mean, I think it was really inspiring, and I could relate to that because I've been through myself to very, tough time coming from Cuba, like Harry. Going to a foreign country and try to, adapt and do your own thing. Try to spread the word. Try to, give your voice and your message across. Sometimes it's not easy. And I could totally relate to your situation. And I think it was amazing the way, with such an energy that you finished your speech, that it was really good. And what can I say about Beata? I mean, she's just a wonderful human being, I can see. And everybody rises when they have difficulties, but not everyone has the courage to do so. And they feel lost and they feel confused. And what she was saying about courage is very important. It doesn't matter how many times you fall. What it does matter is how many times you get up. And that message came across, and it was very, very important. So for that, all of you guys, I really want to thank you and congratulate you, because it was really, really, really good and amazing. So thank you all.
Thank you very much, Oli, for your feedback. A very powerful coach and very, very powerful speaker in the Caribbean, and we can hear you amazing, Oli. So thank you so much for.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me and giving me this chance, to talk and to express myself, and so people can also relate and help each other. That's great. In this current situation, that's what we need.
Let me give one more clap to Oli. Yes. And we are about to introduce to the stage to get the feedback about our contestant today, someone that is the Wonder Woman, a great motivational speaker, broadcaster, fellow broadcaster. I've been in her TV show. She invited me in the TV show with members of the Speakers and Leaders. Who had the pleasure to be in his amazing program. A great speaker, very powerful politician, a community leader, broadcaster. So very briefly, because I know her very good, there are some of the judges that they're motivational speakers, and the issue with the speaker is that we speak a lot, So very briefly, Juliet, yes, you can introduce yourself and please give a feedback out of the contestant. So let me welcome you to the stage. Ready?
Absolutely here. I'm right here, African Wonder Woman. And of course, I'm Juliet Mahapila. And thank you so much for the wonderful work that you're doing, Harry, Sadina, and Lily Patrascu. I'm going to get on and say it was absolutely wonderful to sit here with all the judges, Jenny, Christian, Sebastian, Oli, and Monica. Absolutely great. And I'm going to start off with the feedback. I'm absolutely amazed with what I've seen here today. Inspiring, detailed, focused. And when I see speakers, I'm always one person who looks for detail. I'm going to go right down to Christopher. Christian Moser. And I'm going to start off with what I really loved about Christian Moser. And what I really loved was when he said Coco, and he said Coco in Germany, that started the fast clock. And I learned something there from Germany. So thank you so much. And that was really inspiring, Christian. And I really loved your presentation in a manner that you articulated it in the world as one engineer. So I felt that was great, and that touched my soul. So I felt that was really, really great, Christian, and I related to that. You know, you're a great inventor, and I felt that was so special about you. I'm going to go on and just perhaps lift you up where you could work from. That is the voice and the speech. And I think that, and then just maybe perhaps has you stood. And I think if you can work on that, we will, it was really, really like something that I feel will take you far. I loved that you were yourself as well. And that was really, really great. I loved your slides as well. Beautiful slides that you presented over there. So I'd love that you really engaged us, especially when you came to speaking about the way you invented stuff. And I felt like I was in Germany as you spoke. I'm gonna go to, was it Nadia? Wow, Nadia, your special story was absolutely amazing. It took us back, it took us all back to what is happening in our world here today. And I thought, just like Jenny, that was really, really great in terms of just reminding us what is happening in our world. And as a child, you really spoke to the audience as well. So thank you for sharing that. And that was really, really, you know, it was really inspiring in terms of what you did. I also think I put your mission, you know, your comments by saying mission failed and the negotiation skills. So you took us back to negotiation and explained to the audience how negotiation skills was really important. Thank you. And that reminded many, many great motivational speakers the power of influence. And I thought you did a great job about that. I felt you could work on perhaps the slides a little bit more. And I felt that that was a little bit, just a little bit for some reason, I don't know whether it was from your side or our side, but I felt that the slides, but it was a very touching story. And I felt you in your place there here tonight. I will go to Will Gerrard now. Will Gerrard, well, when you spoke, your passion just came out straight away. And I just had you saying, you know, you told your story. First of all, thank you for sharing your story. And it was real courageous. And you can tell when someone is sort of like, just wants to get on with it. And I felt that sometimes we could pick on that you just wanted to get on that. So I felt that the pace was slightly quicker, although your passion was right in it. Your story was special, I must say, in terms of homelessness. And to be able to tell a personal story takes great courage. And when you're able to do that in life, you're able to attract and even move forward in your life. So as a therapist, I want to thank you for the work that you're doing. And also, you talked about how you narrated your story and the situation you were in. So I just want to encourage you on that. And then we come to the last person who was the winner of tonight, Beata. I felt your story. It touched us, all of us. The story of how a man could betray you on your wedding, you know, that is really, really a touching story. Thank you for sharing that. Your pitch of that tone, your presentation skills, you nailed it tonight, Beata. And the confidence in you was absolutely fantastic. You presented with beautiful smile, your confidence, clarity, courage, and confidence. What a beautiful 3 C's, I thought. Your slides were amazing as well, how your life would look like. And you kept reminding audience, definitely Lily is doing a lovely job over there. I felt that you had something special in life to really, really encourage every single person to take their place in life. I thought that you nailed it here tonight. Thank you so much to Harry and Sardina, and of course, Lily Patrascu for asking me to join you in being one of the judges here tonight. And many of you, I always, I just went straight in. Many of you know me. I'm the African Wonder Woman at JNM 1000 Talk Show. If you come in, I will be definitely talking about every single one of you. So you'll be seeing stories about every single one of you. And indeed, I'm also a model by background. I'm also a change maker by background and a qualified trainer as well. But I loved tonight's show. You've set it out at a pace. And I believe that every judge that is here with you here tonight is one person that is doing amazing work. Until then, I pass you back on to Harry. And thanks for having me here tonight. I have shared your post here tonight. And I'm sure the public who have helped us to vote as well, they can see. And you're all winners. You're all winners here tonight. The fact that you were able to come here tonight, I used to race, so I'll leave you with that story. Whenever I went into that field and I was racing, as long as I did the race and I finished it, even if I was number 3 or 4, 5, I knew I had done that race. So well done to every one of you.
Very good, Juliet. Let me give you one more. Let me give one more clap to Juliet. Definitely a very, very powerful speakers and all the contestants tonight. Yes, as everybody knows, Juliet had their own TV show. So you have a wonderful story. Yes, all the members of the speakers and leaders, we're going to give you access to Juliet and you can go to her TV show and share your story. Some members already have done it. I was with the actually and head TV shows. Is a great broadcaster and fellow broadcaster. And thank you so much, Juliet, honestly, for your support. Yes, especially because I was thinking when I start this competition, shall I bring the judges or shall I allow the public to vote? But really, we need experienced speakers to actually give their opinion and actually evaluate more in depth how the voting will be. And yes, I talked to Juliet and then we decide, okay, you know what, finally let's do the judges. Juliet told me, I'm Harry, I'm gonna be there the 4 days and I will be there and any support that you need, you have me. So thank you so much, Juliet. Yes, fellow broadcaster like you and me, we are on front of the camera way too long. And I'm glad that you enjoyed the show. I'm glad that all the judges, all the contestants, and of course the public have enjoyed the show. And now we're gonna travel to Mexico because we are gonna bring to the stage. Yes, it's a shame that I don't have a Mexican music, but I put you a Cuban one, I put you the Guantanamera. So let's travel now to Mexico and welcome to the stage, Chris.
Hi, Harry. Thank you very much. Thank you, Lily. I'm Chris Miranda. I'm a business coach. I help people to improve skills of communication, sales, negotiation, and I'm so happy to be here. Congratulations to all of your contestants and all staff. It was a hard choice because every one of you were amazing, really amazing. I believe that right now the world needs prepared and committed speakers who are able to transmit clear ideas and emotion, but most importantly, begin inspiring leaders. Thank you for sharing your experience, your knowledge, but above all, your love and passion for what you do. We as speakers have the responsibility to transform the world through our voice, and I think you do it. Congratulations and thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Chris. And now we are going to bring to the stage now one of our graduates of the Speakers and Leaders Training, a speaker, yes. And I want all of you to give a very welcome to the stage to Sebastian.
You can get it if you really want. You can get it if you really want. You can get it if you really want, but you must try.
We need to open the mics. Very good. Now it's fine.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, first of all, big congrats to all of the speakers today. Thank you very much for the introduction, Harry. Yes, my name is Sebastian, and I'm a parental coach, I'm a teacher, and author. The book you can see behind, this way, behind me. Let me say a few words about each of you. First of all, I would like to say thank you because I could identify with some part of each story and could see myself in each part of your stories, of these 4 stories we have today. Also, I can identify myself with emotions that you guys were talking about today. So first of all, Nidaa, absolutely amazing story, and I could see that the atrocities that you went through are happening around the world and also happened in different parts of the world, also in the part of the world where I came from. So, and what is really beauty that you came over it. You are the winner of this very difficult and very sad situation that you went through. And yes, I really love the topic, negotiations and this win-win situation, yes, to bring people to a win-win situation. Christian, absolutely amazing, because what you said, you proved that even a very big personal tragedy, and it's possible to overcome taking very small steps that lead you to win the life. And I absolutely loved your story. Yes, each journey starts with the first step, and you proved it. Will, I also loved your story. As a man, I could identify with what you said. Sometimes I thought that I was really listening about myself, not about someone else's story. And yes, I admire you for your courage. It was absolutely amazing. So thank you for this story. And Beata, also your story was very punchy, very clear. And I don't want to repeat, I'm not going to repeat what other people said. I would like just to say one thing about what you mentioned about parents, that parents, as a parental coach, I do work with parents. As a teacher, I do work with parents and young people. And you said that your parents gave you decent advice. And but you did not listen to this advice. You decided to live your life. And I think that this is very important to remember for.
Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay. And you are very clear that as a child, you decided to live your own child, even as an adult child. Yes, you were able to live your own life and to become an independent person, to live your own life. So this is really incredible. This is what I teach parents when I work with them. So it's absolutely fantastic, Beata. And some of this phrase, all 4 of you have proved that it doesn't really make sense to feel guilty for what happened in my life, even if I made not that great decisions. But what we have proved that we are responsible for our lives, not guilty, but responsible. And all four of you took responsibility for your lives and proved that it was worth doing this. So thank you very much.
You succeeded. You succeeded.
Thank you very much, Sebastian, for your work, and thank you so much for your support. To all the judges' time is very, very valuable, very precious, and I really am very grateful that you all are supporting the competition, actually giving a very honest and profound feedback to the contestants that they're gonna be competing today, tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday. So one more time, let me give you one more clap. And now we are traveling to Spain. We are traveling to Spain now, and I don't know if this judge now is in Galicia or in Madrid, because she moved a lot around Spain. So sometimes I don't know where she is in Spain. So I think that welcome to the stage. She's a little bit of dancer as well, so let's put a salsa for her. So welcome to the stage, Monica.
Good night. Thank you very much, Harry. I am in Galicia, continue in Galicia, the earth of our families. I take a lot of notes of the four participants, because for me are very, very interesting, the four items. First of all, Nidaa was speaking about negotiate, and for me it's very, very interesting. That's it. Relation with the conversation to negotiation. She explained a hard experience that she transmits very, very well. Is very, very important item. And the second, Christian, is like me with Lily, because it's one of my favorite items is the organize and the order, and I spend a lot of time in this, and for me was very interesting, and I take a lot of notes, and was very, very, very good. And Will, the third one, is other item that the limiting beliefs that is very, very important in our lives, and negative things, and we have to fight without it, are very, he transmits very, very well his explanation. Also the fourth one, Beata, she conquered me, because today is a special day for me, because 32 years ago my mother died, and the story of Beata about self-confidence and broken in her 100 pieces connect me a lot of with that story, and for me was really, really, really good and really important. Self-confidence was a very big item in my life, and is very important in the life. And thank you very much for the fourth persons, because I learned about everyone. But this is my explanation. Thank you very much, Harry.
Thank you very much, Monica. And now let's welcome to the stage to someone that is the fan number one of speakers and leaders. Basically, a great friend, property investor, a great coach. She stayed very close to me and Lily, and she's supporting us always in everything that we do, even this that is online. And I'm aware that it has been a big challenge for her and for all of us that we are not from the millennials, right? Because you know that the millennials, we know how to use, they know how to use Facebook, they know how to use computer, they know how to use everything. But people like us, because when I was young, when I was 17, 18 years old, no, Facebook didn't exist, internet didn't exist, right? So we have to catch up, and it's really challenging. But when you have people that support you and give you an unconditional love, like the person that I'm about to introduce now, she's actually one of the authors of Lily's program, right? And she has wrote an amazing book. Okay, you can see on the screen now. Okay, she's having the hand, but you can see on the screen now, property investment and strategies. And yes, she helped people how to become financially free using property strategies. Yes. And she has plenty experience, and she's always around every single event that we organize and is there for help. So thank you so much, Nikki, for coming. I know that's been challenging for you, but you did whatever it takes to be here with us. And today I have a nice chat with Nikki, and Nikki was sharing with me, Harry, you know what? I miss hanging around with you guys, because of this pandemic, this situation, and this, I miss hanging around with you guys. So there you go, Nikki. We are hanging around again. Now we just need to learn how to use the computer, how to press the right button, how to open the microphone, but we keep hanging around, right? So I'm going to bring a great supporter of all the work that I do and Lily does as well. She's also graduated for the Speakers and Leaders, also the advanced course, as well as our workshops, and she's a great, passionate, and motivational speaker. So welcome to the stage, the final George for the final closest Georges, like this one, like Juliet, like Nikki. Briefly, please. Yes, because I know, remember, the biggest issue with the speakers is that we speak a lot. Yeah. So very good, Nikki. Just give us your amazing feedback. So I'm gonna welcome to the stage, Nikki. Nikki, open your microphone. Open your microphone, Nikki. Yes. Okay, 1 second. Let me play the Guantanamera a little bit more. We are opening the Nikki's microphone now. It's on the... Yeah. Now it's fine, Nikki. Go. It's fine now.
Sorry, everybody. I have a problem with my voice anyway. Sorry. I'm Nikki, and I'm a great fan of Speakers and Leaders. I'm a property a millionaire investor, and I've also motivated so many people. I coached and trained few and produced by a couple of millionaires as well. Hannah Lily, I must thank you for actually bringing me back to Speakers and Leaders, be one of the judges. Like you said, I have missed it. And I can assure you today was really quite overwhelming for me, as you must have sensed. Just sitting there quietly and actually watching all these great speakers, very compelling messages, every single one of them produced, and actually giving us something to take away as well, was really key to me. If I may just start with Nida's, I was really taken aback with her message, what she had to go through, and it's very compelling and very passionate, and getting involved. And actually, her key messages is about actually having that negotiation skill, very vital. Management every day, everywhere you go. A lot of problems. If you can actually apply that and use that skill, is very vital. Thank you very much. I have so much to take away as well. Christian, obviously I'm very familiar with what you do as well. Emphasis on time management. And that's really key. Like most people I don't know, time is money. If you can actually manage your time effectively, so much you can achieve. So I really can't actually fault any of you. All great speakers. Actually, time has actually unbelievable how we've all grown. Some of you I haven't actually met. Very powerful speakers. And Christian, thank you very much for taking it for time management and what we've actually learned from you. And Will, I'm really sorry for everything you had to go through. And it's really wonderful you were able to pick yourself up again and become who you are today. I can see from everything and how determined you are, sky is your limit. So I can only just advise you to keep going. You're going to achieve everything you set out to achieve. And Beata, really, I don't know what to say. A great lady. All of you are great. A lot of women, that's, what I can't stand is actually women sitting there crying over men or disappointments or anything. It doesn't actually help anyone. Where you pick yourself up, you could have quite easily listened to your parents and then packed your load and start, you could have gone home. You were determined at the point of your wedding, call it off. You had that determination to just go your own way, do things your own way, and be the person you've always wanted to be. Well done and congratulations to every single one of you. You're great leaders and you're great speakers. And Harry and Lily, thank you for the way you keep on motivating everyone. Thank you for all the work you've done. Everyone, bringing everybody together. We're a great family. And I'm proud, I'm wonderful to belong to this family. Thank you, everyone. And all of you speakers tonight, you're all winners. Obviously, one person has to do just that many bit. That's the way it is. Well done, all.
Thank you so much, Nikki, for this amazing feedback. In the club, in the club, we always call Nikki the voice of wisdom, right? So that sometimes when you have challenges in life, when you always need someone with experience to talk about it. And Nikki always, we call it in the Speakers and Leaders Club the voice of wisdom, because she has very experienced, is very successful property investor here in London, and she has a PhD as well, and in different subjects, right, like management and leadership, and she's a very high intellectual as well as an investor, right? In the areas actually how to make money.
Just to say,
I want to say
what I do is to give everybody freedom.
Sleep. We are going to sleep because this is the first of the 4 days that we're gonna be running this motivational speaking contest. So I'm gonna pass Lily the final words for the broadcasting today, and then we are gonna close the meeting. I want to say thank you so much to all the judges, first of all, for this amazing and powerful feedback that you have delivered to the contestant tonight. Thank you so much. You deserve a clap one more time, and let me give it to you. I will also want to say thank you so much to all the contestants today that had the bravery and the power to show up. There is 90% of the people in this planet, they are shy and they have something inside them. And the worst thing is that when you visit the graveyard, everything that you can regret is what you haven't done. So that message that you have, whether it's become a property investor, whether it become a negotiator, whether it is time, get your time back, where it is get confidence. Yes, when it's like empower yourself, like the speech of Will, any message that you have inside you, when you share it to the world, something magic happen within you. Something happen magic within you, because you might think that money will make you happy, but real happiness is when you transform somebody else's life. And by doing the work that we do, all the speakers today, someone somewhere have listened your speech, like Monica said that she was very touched with Beata speech, right? Somewhere, somehow, in any point of this planet, your speech, your talk is making a great difference in people's life. When you transform people's life, the level of fulfillment that you get in your life, there is no money that can compensate that. That's why Lily and I, we are always traveling all over the world, sharing our message to thousands of people in different countries to achieve that somehow, somewhere in that audience, your message can change, transform these people's life. And when people, sometimes Lily and I, we are walking sometime here in London, and people are stopping me on the street. Harry, your speech was amazing. It changed my life. And you cannot imagine, yes, how much gratitude and love I received. This kind of thing changed my day. When someone is stopping up for a street, it's happened quite often. Harry, I was in your events. Your talk was amazing. It was really powerful. You changed my life. Thank you so much. Let's take a picture. My day, it's an amazing day for me, because I know that our message, our voice is having an impact in the audience, in the human beings, to make a better world. That's why we are all from Speakers Are Leaders, and this is our main mission. Okay, so I also want to thank you so much to you that you are there sitting at home watching in Facebook. I want to thank you for your support, because you too was one of the have vote and decide, in your opinion, who was the best speaker. So we compute 50% judges, 50% the audience, and we display the average. So thank you so much, because without you being behind this screen, this broadcast will be never possible. So I want to give a big clap to our audience that joined us today. Yes. And last one, I want to say thank you to the co-founder of Speakers Are Leaders, my partner Lily, that we are very lucky that she's co-hosting with me, because imagine that if you have to stay 4 days seeing this ugly face for 4 days, it's going to be way too much. So thank you so much that we have a beautiful Lily, my partner, yes, helping me and be the co-host of this fantastic event. So now I'm gonna give the final words to Lily, the founder along myself of Speakers and Leaders and Entrepreneurs and Leaders and Top Coach International, to give the final words. I know that most of the authors of Lily's program are competing in this competition. We couldn't fit all of them because they are too much, but most of the authors of Lily's program are also speakers and are competing in these competitions. You can see Lily, she has a lot of books behind her, and if she moves, you will see Nikki's book, you will see a lot of books. So I want to welcome to the stage, to the final words. I want to say thank you, Lily, for your support. I know that you like to sleep. I know that you like to watch Netflix, yes, and you're giving your precious time to broadcast with us. I really, let me clap you, honestly, yes, for your support. Let's give a clap to Lily, and let's pass Lily the final words from the event. So welcome to the stage, Lily. After you speak, we are closing the meeting and we are back tomorrow. Okay, so remember everyone, tomorrow from 7 p.m. UK time to around 10:30 UK time, we will be broadcasting our second day of the motivational speaking contest of the finalists from Speakers and Leaders Club. So welcome to the stage, Lily.
My final final message is thank you so much to all the speakers. Thank you so much for all the judges, because as Christian said, time is more important than money. And this is what you have given today. And thank you so much for that. And I want to leave you with this. It's your time now. You have seen all these amazing speakers. It's your time now to come out of your shell, to come out of your comfort zone, and to also participate in our next Congress and our next motivational speaking contest. And it's your time to share your knowledge, your skills, your expertise, and to empower, to inspire, to motivate, because now is your time. And it's time to forget average and to embrace extraordinary.
And welcome to Speakers and Leaders Club. My name is Harry Sardinas. I'm the founder of Speakers and Leaders.
My name is Patrascu, and I'm the founder of Speakers and Leaders and Brand for Speakers.
Hi everybody, my name is Beata Podgorska. I'm a mindset and confidence coach.
I'm Tom Thompson, author of the upcoming book, Tree Economy.
My name is Teuta Artili. I am an author. My first book, Born to Stand Out, and my second book, Family, Legacy of Love.
My name is Muhammad Jalma. I help people to build their dreams and to make them a better person.
My name is Nidaa Sabbagh. I am an author and I am a political economy advisor.
My name is Gerrard. I'm a life coach, therapist, and motivational speaker.
My name is Adobe. I'm a reinvention coach.
I'm Nick, and I'm the best-selling author of Secret Influence, Communicate and Persuade Power, and a professional copywriter.
My name is Lana, author of the book Get Stuff Done.
I'm Christian Moser. I'm the author of this book, One Life, One List.
Hello everyone, my name is Luke, transformational coach and motivational speaker.
I'm Patrascu. I'm an international motivational speaker, also the author of the book Discipline Package.
Hello everyone, I am Michelle Yao. I am a speaker. I am a life coach, helping people to find their life purpose.
My name is Christina and I am entrepreneur and parental coach.
My mission in life is empower millions of people around the world to have a voice, because I really believe that your voice can transform the world.
I joined Speakers and Leaders Club, and I since have enhanced my speaking skills. I was able to gain a lot of confidence with speaking engagements. I'm now speaking internationally.
I've got to use public speaking and online public speaking to get my message across, to connect with people, to tell stories that bring people in and engage them, and to be a more powerful speaker.
What I've learned here is giving me, and I'm even learning, I learned how to go on Zoom for Facebook Live today.
Since I joined Harry and Lily, I've gained unimaginable confidence. I've gone from a shy guy to now being the president of one of the biggest London Toastmasters clubs. I organise my events, and I founded one of the largest growing copywriting communities on Facebook.
Working with Harry and Lily and being a part of Speakers and Leaders Club is just amazing. We share, we care, and we help each other to grow and how to get success.
I learned the structure of the speeches, how to engage the people, how to package your message, how to sell from one to many, but also by online.
Reason why I joined Speakers and Leaders. I was looking for somewhere that would get me, would understand my vision and run with me. And I got that when I joined Speakers and Leaders. Harry Sardinas, Lily Patrascu, thank you 1,000 times over for helping me realize my dream and my passion within my book.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here. I'm so happy to see all those inspiring people.
We will do different for the whole world and build a new future for our new generation.
Join Speakers Are Leaders Club so you can discover how to become a more charismatic speaker and leader, how to overcome the fear of speaking, how to speak more confidently, how to get paid and booked to speak on the stage, how to build your coaching and speaking business. Register at speakersareleaders.com and I'll see you there.
And welcome to Speakers and Leaders Club.